perennial in the old LMC, Lake Michigan Conference. Obviously, things have changed with that, and teams are split up into different conferences now, but it's always nice to get teams from downstate, early season invitationals, early season tournaments, get that downstate competition, see what you're made of going into the break and what needs to be worked on before you go.
That's exactly right. We've got just about 15, 20 seconds here until we'll sit down to our moment of your sound trip to the national anthem. Ready to square off once again. First annual Elk Rapids Invitational.
Jackson High, Jefferson, St. Francis, Kingsford, and
Good job to the Elk Rapids community.
our first team tonight,
We want to extend our heartfelt thanks
Jackson Vikings, Jefferson, St. Francis.
providing us not only with great
We won't have a national anthem before this game. We're soon introduce the starting lineup.
get this game through.
Sorry about that.
Nice to have.
For Jackson, number 0, Trey. Pierce.
Number 1, Jaden Ramirez.
Number 1, Jaden Ramirez. Number 2, Amarian Moore. Number 4, Ja'Kai Brown Abston.
Nope.
And last but not least, number 5, Jaden Ross.
I think they messed up on the first one. They were going to call Ja'Kai, and it was the wrong one. So 5 was in there, and then it looks like number 10.
Yep, Berkeley Drummond. All right.
Yep. So let me cross Mr. Brown and Ebston off the starting list. There we go.
There we go. Okay, we'll get it figured out. Now for the St. Francis Gladiators. We got number 4, Isaiah Millward. Number 5, Harrison Shepard. Number 10, Lewis Wright. Number 12, Mason Holscher. And last but not least, number 21, Luke Gorman. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen, your starting 10 between these two teams out on the floor. Getting ready here for what'll be a very fun night in this first evening at doubleheaders, and we'll be right back here again tomorrow afternoon, beginning at 12 noon.
Yeah, for the consolation game, I believe.
Yep, the consolation game.
And we just had a freshman game before this one between Elk Rapids and St. Francis.
Yeah, that's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you all and welcome you in to this game.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see if any scouting was done, if there's any, if any of these teams that plan for anything, should be able to see it, or are they just going to run what they brung and see what happens?
Yeah. Jackson comes into this game with a 3-2 record. They've beaten all their teams with a 500 record or below. They have not done so against teams 500 or above. Traverse City comes into this one perfect 2-0 record. Jackson does win the tip-off. Missed shot there. St. Francis gets it back. So far,
man-to-man for Jackson.
Yep, Lewis Ryan working his way into the paint. Dumps that one off, and Jaden Ramirez was there to pick it up.
Yeah, out of control. He was in no man's land and tried to get rid of it into a crowd.
Amarian
Ended
Moore
up with a turnover.
Bringing it back across the half-court line here. 30 seconds gone by. Jackson with their second shot of the game, and it banks in. Nice job there for Jaden Ross.
Nice, easy rising pull-up, and he lets go of it as he gets into the top of his jump for his jump shot. Nicely done.
The Vikings here of Jackson with the 2-0 lead. Then will be batted away by Ramirez. St. Francis keeps it here.
Obviously, a quick note for number 5. He'll hesitate and go to the right, and a nice rising jumper when he sets his feet.
Well, we got the opposing number 5, Harrison Shepard, shoving that one off to Mason Holscher, and now back around to Lewis Ryan. St. Francis still has yet to get a shot off in this game. Just over a minute has gone by. Holscher working all he can, gets it back over to Shepard now. And inside the paint to Gorman. He'll try along the baseline, puts that one up, no good, gets his own rebound. That one will be blocked nicely by Ross. And back in the hands of the Vikings.
Yeah, good position, just wasn't able to get it to go in.
Here we go, long jumper in and out, coming up from Ramirez.
Jackson coach has the bench involved with the game as they're kind of the cheerleaders on the bench as well.
Yeah, great to see. We don't see that a whole lot up here, so it's nice to have some extra motivation from your fellow teammates. Lewis Ryan gets that one off in the nick of time, but not before he draws a foul. Good sportsmanship there from Ramirez.
Number 0.
Yeah, so that'll go on Trey Pierce, his first, team's first. And the 3 ball, no good.
Nice set play out of bounds under the baseline just to get the shot to fall.
Yeah, Lewis Ryan there on the attempt.
You're going to have to hustle to get back because they're going to leak number 1.
Jaden Ramirez, nice job there. Got a 4-0 lead in favor of the Vikings. 2 minutes have gone by so far in the game. 5:55 to go in the first period. Shepard to Holscher. Now to a wide open Ryan for a 3-pointer, sinks that one. We have a 4-3 game.
Yeah, he was setting his feet. He was just waiting for the pass. Nice kick out for the wide open shot.
Yep. Month of Sundays to get that one off and bring St. Francis right back into this one. Jaden Ross with it. And around we go to the baseline with a Marion Moore. Up top for a 3-point attempt. That one's off the iron, no good by Pierce. Jackson had it momentarily. Back in the hands of the Gladiators.
Good job by St. Francis to tip that, keep it alive, and a teammate be able to run down and grab that.
5:15 to go in the first period. Isaiah Millward back off to Ryan now. Good perimeter defense here with the Vikings. As Millward takes that one inside, dumps it off to Ryan.
Trying a little weave and then setting a screen, and they were looking for the backdoor cut from the opposite wing.
Holscher just off the mark on that 3-point try.
You're going to have to hustle to get back. Again, you've got your guards are looking to leak out as soon as they get the rebound, and they're going to look up the court and try to get that quick bucket.
Yeah, and Amarian Moore did just that. 6-3 now the game.
It's something you coach and practice. When the shot goes up, if you're not down under the basket or in the paint, you're making contact with your guy and then looking and getting in position for that fast break if that's part of their plan. And as soon as that rebounder has it, he's turning and going because he knows the pass is coming.
Lewis Ryan working hard, dumps that one off to go. No good there from
A quick outlet again.
Saved just in the nick of time there. Jaden Ross with a handle on it, gets it back off to Ramirez, not able to get that one to fall in. The rebound back into the hands of Amarian Moore. 4 minutes now in the first period, up and away. There'll be a foul coming up on Millward.
Good rise by Jaden Ross. Protected the ball with his left shoulder, went up and extended with the right hand, so the defender had to go through him to get to it. As I almost went through Charles to make that example for you.
Up to the free throw line now, Jaden Ross. Beautiful job there. And our first substitution now for Jackson, number 21, Takai Estwick. And 2 for 2. Amarian Moore barely touching the net there. Up to a 5-point lead now for the Vikings, 8-3.
Just a matchup man-to-man at full court.
Yep.
Just be patient. If you trust in your guard, he can just take him one-on-one, bring it down, they can set up.
Shepard to Holscher, and that'll be a travel call.
He was wondering what happened. I think when he picked up the ball, he shuffled his feet a little bit before he tried to get that pass off.
Okay. Estwick now with it. Passes that one off to Berkeley Drummond. He floats that one up, no good. And there to pick up the rebound is Harrison Shepard.
Good job by the Glad so far. Very active on the defensive boards.
Holscher to Ryan. 3:30 to go in the first period. Ryan tripping all over thanks to Jackson players. That'll be a foul coming up on Berkeley Drummond.
The great thing I saw, although the foul was on Jackson, the great thing I saw about that was the Jackson players were diving on the floor for the ball while the St. Francis players, the couple that were there, kind of did the old man bend over, try to grab it.
So here we go. Holscher trying his hand at it. Gets it back over to Kerr. Just subbed in here a moment ago. Now back around to Shepard. St. Francis only 1 3-pointer in so far, and that was off of Holscher just a moment ago.
Good job by Millward to put his arms up so he couldn't put that pass over over the top down the middle.
Berkeley Drummond working against Holscher.
Nice steal out on the wing.
Working all the way to the basket. Not able to deliver the mail, nor the putback from Kerr.
Yeah, slight hesitation. He'll start losing the handle, which slowed him up and allowed the defense to come up and get that block.
Wonder if he was trying to draw that foul as he was going up for it.
I think he was losing control of the ball a little bit because he was watching what was going on in the middle. And then after he gathered himself, he had slowed down, and the defense was able to catch up and knock that out.
Okay. 2:45 to go here in the first period. Another new name tonight, Kylan Davis there taking care of the inbound duties, as well as Ja'Kai Brown-Abston. Back to Brown-Abston. He'll work the baseline. Not able to get it in, nor on the putback.
Almost a really nice take.
Yeah, from Ramirez there.
You got to make sure you can see your defender and the ball. You had a St. Francis defender turn his back and could have been there. Almost gotten a charge when he was getting ready to go up, but he had his back turned and ended up leaving the play.
Yep. Harrison Shepard here trying to drive inside. Gets it back over to Millward. Tipped away again and hung on to there by Brown-Abston. And a nice dump off there. Not able to get the closing basket, though, was Davis or the putback. And that'll be staying with the Vikings.
Good job by Isaac Kerr going straight up.
2 more subs coming back in. Jaden Ramirez, as well as number 11, newcomer tonight, Lorenzo Rogers. We've got our first timeout here, so we'll keep it right here. Eric, we think it's time to bring in the coach cam?
You can always bring that in.
Okay.
I was just grabbing a drink of water real quick.
So if you're St. Francis right now, you're down 5. Haven't been able to find much of an answer offensively so far this game. What are we looking to draw up here?
You know, honestly, I think they just need to keep doing what they're doing. But they can basically just set up a 3-out, 2-in, pass, pick away from your pass. Opposite guard can come here to the middle. And once the pass happens, the guy on that side, he shows real quick. And if he doesn't get it right away, he goes and sets an opposite screen. So then he's going to flash over looking for this pass down low. After he sets that screen, he's going to flash up here to the middle. And you've got a backside rebounder coming here from this other wing.
Okay.
So, weaves and screens, it looks like to be the way to go right now.
All right, well, we'll see what happens here. Bringing it back on the floor. A long high pass there to Kai Estwick. Rogers with it back over to Brown-Abston. St. Francis setting apart around the perimeter. Now to Ramirez. Brown-Abston for the long 2. That one falls off the corner, no good. Back into the hands of Shepard. And the Gladiators, 1:40 to go in the first period. Still down 5, 8-3.
I'll be curious. You got a lot of a few St. Francis coaches or whatnot asking about travels and what on Jackson's offensive end. Hesitating with their feet or shuffling their feet before they take off. Be something to look at.
There we go. The 3-pointer attempt from Shepard, no good there. Reef Wycombe was able to pick up the rebound and draw the foul.
Jaden Ramirez on that foul.
Yep. That one falls just short. Jackson so far 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Oh for 2 for St. Francis. Frank Reineck here. I apologize. Wrong team. Brown-Abston here. Back over to Ramirez. Now to Kylan Davis. St. Francis again doing a nice job setting up, keeping Jackson out on the perimeter. The baseline drive here going nowhere with Isaac Kerr providing good defense. And up and away we go. That one falls off the backboard and will remain with Jackson.
Brown-Abston kind of forced that one, bounced off the backboard. He got up in his feet, had nowhere to go.
Big pass here once again to Brown-Abston. well as Kylan Davis, and around we go, trying to get something inside. It'll be Lorenzo Rogers now, taking his hand at it, back over to Kai Eswick. No good on the 3 ball there. Once again from Rogers.
It's mostly one and done for Jackson. St. Francis done a good job on the defensive boards, like I've already said, this first half. Nice backdoor cut. You were waiting for that. Nice job by the offense.
Quick 2 points put up there by Jake Bixby. 5-8 is now the score. Jackson on top. That one will slip past to Kai Eswick, and it'll be back into the hands of the Gladiators with 10 seconds to go. Wickham here, back around. Now to Shepard for the 3 ball.
Oh.
Just off the front of the rim. No.
Yeah, good luck, though.
Yes, good luck indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will send it to our first commercial break and come back in just about 1 minute with your second quarter of action. Stay tuned.
Collar Clinic, providing peace of mind and local customer service with the latest collars, bark collars, e-collars, beeper collars, accessories, and replacement parts, protecting your dog's safety and giving you the confidence that you'll be hunting with your dog, not for them. Collar Clinic, your e-collar specialist in Northern Michigan for over 35 years.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across Northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Just about ready to get underway with our second quarter of action here in Elk Rapids for the first annual Elk Rapids Invitational in their brand new multi-million-dollar athletic complex, not the least of which is this gorgeous state-of-the-art gymnasium. Shane Smith, Eric Huffman, Charles Strales, Jessica Elkhorn, Sky Terry, the 5 of us bringing this one to you here from Elk Rapids. And our first game of our doubleheader tonight, St. Francis taking on Jackson as they make the drive all the way up here. And here we go, the Vikings of Jackson to start with the ball to begin this second period. Currently up by 3, 8-5. Ramirez working hard against Ryanek there. And back over to Drummond, who we've seen in pretty much this entire game so far. That will go off the foot of Ramirez, back in the hands of the Gladiators. It'll be Jake Bixby taking it back across the timeline. Bixby looking for someone, finally finds Wickham. He goes in the paint, shoves that one back over to Bixby. Not able to get to connect on that shot there. A little mess with St. Francis, and it looks to be they'll keep the ball.
Gladiators so worried about making sure they got back. You had 4 guys take off while you had Shepard still trying to get a rebound.
Shepard gets that one back off to Bixby here. Back over to Reinheck. Still only 5 points scored in this entire game for the Gladiators. So we go back into the hands of the Vikings.
It's only 8-5, but it's not lackadaisical effort by either team. They're both getting up and down the floor and playing hard.
Just not able to get shots to fall in. Great defensive effort on both sides of the ball.
Oh, he thought that was going in.
Speaking of just not able to get that one in, that was about as close as you could get there from Jaden Ross. Just did not fall.
I think we're going to have our second foul on number 0, possibly. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Good position by the defense. He had to go over his back and push him.
So the only 2 fouls so far on Jackson, if I'm not mistaken, are on Mr. Pierce. Another quick whistle here on the inbound.
No, delay a game warning.
I see.
I'm assuming the Jackson player on the baseline was either reaching over. You can't break that plane. First it's a warning, then it's technical.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be curious. Looks like they're setting up with a 1-2-2 prep and almost handed it right off to him.
Ramirez got the bucket there.
Yeah, they're starting with a 1-2-2 trap right now. Again, patience.
That was Lewis Ryan a moment ago. Wanted to take that three. Instead, it'll be Mr. Bixby not able to connect on that one. And we've got a foul coming up here on St. Francis.
Yeah, it's hard when you foul them 85 feet away from the other basket.
Always a coach's favorite, right?
Yeah, and it'll make me wonder, too, as I see St. Francis going to pick them up a little bit at full court. Be curious if we really start going up and down the court, if both teams are going to press or put that full court pressure on.
Well, that foul will go on Bixby. Number 14 there on your screen. Each team with a foul apiece so far this period. With 6:20 to go in the first half. Ross back over to Drummond. And inside now to Ramirez. Not able to connect on that one.
Yeah, see if he can score. He's playing behind him right now. If he can turn around and if he can hit that jumper a couple times, then you'll want to start fronting that.
Okay. Frank Reineck here with it. And back to Ryan we go. Floating that one up from the pinstripe. No good. Charity stripe, whatever you want to call it. 5:50 to go in the first half. Tied for the biggest lead that Jackson has had all game long at 5 points. 10-5. And the putback there extends that from Ramirez.
Nice athletic tip. Got caught standing and staring at the ball while he flew in and tipped that ball in out for a rebound.
And wow. Speaking of athleticism, somehow Jackson was able to come away with that thanks to Jaden Ross. And we'll have another foul coming up here against St. Francis. And that'll go on Reef Wickham.
Okay, 4 across set and the quarter court inbounds underneath.
Marion Moore back into this one, taking care of the inbound duties. 5 1/4 to go here in the first half. Jackson starting to open up a bit of a lead by 7 points, 12-5. Drummond works his way in, gets the 2 and draws the foul.
Yeah, he wanted that contact in the and one. Way to go up strong, keep control, and finish with a shot.
That'll fall on Luke Gorman, his first team's third already in this second period.
To change my whiteboard after watching the last few minutes.
Drummond getting 3 points on the old-fashioned three-point play. 15-5. St. Francis desperate need of a basket here to keep themselves into this game. That's not how they're going to do it.
No, that's a little too fast, but they had the right idea.
Well, now it's up to Jackson to play more of their speed. Should have been a...
Yeah, because he lost it and picked it back up, so missed call there.
4:45 to go and counting in the first half.
You got somebody without a player. He had 2 people over on 1 player at one point.
Well, I tell you what, Mr. Ross was able to fight against 2 to get that basket up, and we've got another timeout by St. Francis.
Good idea. Call timeout, regroup, and reset yourself because you're down 13 now, or 12 now.
Okay, so we're going to bring up the coach cam here once again with Coach Eric Huffman here. What are we going to do if we're St. Francis?
Yeah, right now, what Jackson's doing is they're running pretty much a diamond press, 1-2, 1-1. You've got your inbounder, you've got 2 guards, and you've got 2 people here. So depending on which way you go, obviously we're going to pretend like it's a made basket. Yep. So depending on which way you're going to go, you've got your guards breaking. And what happens when that pass happens is these 2 are going to double team right away. And this one's either going to drop down and take the person cutting to the middle, or they're going to cheat up and try to cut off this reverse pass. If they go up, cut off this reverse pass, and this defender slides over and takes the ball here, and it takes the ball here, and takes this guy here, then you've got all your passes covered. But what you've got when you've got this is if you can either reverse this ball to your inbounder real quick or hit this player flashing to the middle, your opposite guard fills that lane, and you've got to end up with a 3-on-2 or a 3-on-1. But again, patience, patience, patience. Yeah, if you could beat that double team, and sometimes if you're the guard, you can fake the pass and make that double team think, and it gives you a lane to dribble around that, and sometimes you can just beat it all by yourself. Say they left the reverse pass, you're able to go up the other side. Now you're going to end up a good pass right there. You could have had a possible 2-on-1 with him turning and breaking towards the basket.
All right, coming back into this one here. Thank you, Eric. Jackson with the ball. Up 17-5, 4:15 to go here in the first half. As Drummond works his way unattended along the baseline, makes St. Francis
They're going for that slight hesitation out on the wing, and they're giving up the drive.
Shepard looking to find
there.
somebody. Yeah.
Good. Keep your spacing. There should be one in the middle.
Back up to Millward now and across
now
the
look
court
to attack
we go
as
to
you had him
Holscher.
out of position. If not, turn around. Let's regroup and run some offense.
Ryan gets that one off the Holscher here in the paint. And a good jab there by Amorian Moore. He takes it all the way, gets it off. And that'll be off the foot of Mr. Holscher, staying with the Vikings.
Good job by Holscher to slide over there, though, and at least stop the drive and get on the ball and at least deflect it, and then they have to start over.
And Drummond puts that one up, no good. Yeah, Mr. Estwick there does get the rebound.
There they got the hesitation with the feet there for the first time tonight. The officials called the travel. We're not too far from TVC, so why not call it travel once in a while tonight?
There you go. As you like to say, pack your bags.
Pack his bags, he's traveling.
That's right. Charles and Jessica here, two of our fair friends here, took a trip down to Arizona just a few weeks ago using TVC. Eric will be using them as well to get down to Atlanta coming up.
Yeah, be there in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Foul on that by Kylan Davis.
Looking to see who that was. Okay. It'll be the second on the Vikings so far. St. Francis has 3. Has not scored a point so far in this period.
One quick dribble or a different step, and you got a better angle to take that shot. Nice hustle, though. Deflect that ball by Shepard.
A little bit too much steam there behind him in order to gather that one up in time. So I'll leave Kylan Davis here to take care of the inbound duties. Gets that one off to Drummond once again. Ross back to Drummond here as he's get double teamed, trying to find a way along the baseline. And a poke out there. Started off by St. Francis. Jackson tried to gather it back up, and it'll go back with St. Francis. Isaiah Millward started that little mess there. Shepard and the rest of the Gladiators with 2:45 to go in the first half to try and dig themselves out of what is now 14
10 seconds does take a lot of time if you're patient. Good job waiting and making sure you have the right one. Oh.
Thankfully.
As soon as I said that, Holscher lost his footing and bounced it off of another foot, I believe.
Yeah, that was off of Kylan Davis's foot. So remain with the Gladiators. Jake Bixby here on the baseline. Off to Ryan. One of only 2 St. Francis scores so far.
Nice look.
That's what St. Francis needed to get that one off to Millward.
First points of the period.
Yeah. Rogers here working against Holscher. Back now to Trey Pierce, who has 2 fouls so far in this game. Ross kicking that one back up top here. And the floater no good off the front of the basket. St. Francis coming away with it here. Holscher saves that one, gets it back over to Ryan.
Good job to wait for his teammates.
Yep. Quick pass over to Bixby. He works all the way in, draws the foul.
Nice drive to get that foul.
So that foul will be coming up on Jaden Ross, his first. Each team with 3 fouls apiece now so far. Bixby at the line. There you go. And back in for the Vikings now, Ja'Kai Brown-Abston. So far, St. Francis 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Jackson, if I'm not mistaken,
3 for 3.
3 for 3,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Brown-Abston here, double team,
Yep,
working
cut off
hard.
those short passes. The only one that should have been open was one in the far corner. You left the close one open, and we're getting an and one.
Oof. I tell you what, if there was a foul, that was one right there. Big time block there from, I believe, that'll be, yep, number 12, Mason Holscher. He got all of that foul and some more. So that'll be sending Trey Pierce up to the line now. Sometimes you like to mention, Eric, about bringing the hammer down. He didn't just bring the hammer down. He brought like a stinking sledgehammer on that one.
Sometimes you got to make sure they don't score. Make them earn it at the line.
Well, Pierce earned it. 3 for 3 there. All 3
Yeah,
points.
the unfortunate thing was he makes his shots.
So far, Jackson seems to be very well trained at the free throw line. Lewis Ryan tried to get that one off to Holscher. Broken up.
Ooh, bailed them out. They had a good double all the way down there. Yeah, unfortunate with the long distance foul, but you had a chance.
And we go all the way back to the other side of the court to shoot a free throw. 2 of them. As St. Francis gets their 5th foul of the period, that will fall on Holscher, his 2nd now. Up to the line, Kylan Davis. See if he can continue the perfect streak that Jackson has at the free throw line.
Didn't get the shooter's touch on that one.
I feel a little bit bad on that. I think that was
that
some
the
announcer's curse.
Announcers, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it had to happen at some point, I suppose. Oh for 2 on that one. So St. Francis will be looking to foul him some more. 22-8 here. Only 3 points scored in this period by the Gladiators, with 1:12 to go in the first half. Holscher tried to get that one off. Instead,
Yep, he's got position.
Trey Pierce,
Don't foul him.
Yep. Was there to pick it up and takes it all the way back for 2 more.
Don't get discouraged. Keep your spacing. Take your time. Find the right pass.
Under a minute to go now. 24-8. St. Francis trying
It's
to
hard
get into
crossing
double
over
digits.
right in front of the defender.
Whiffed shot there by Louis Ryan. Back the other way. 36 seconds to go. And left wide open. Lorenzo Rogers not able to connect. On the rebound, though, is Pierce. And St. Francis comes away with that one. 23 seconds now. Holscher.
Nice crossover.
Yep. Off to Shepard. He brings that one all the way
nice
in for
take
2.
by Shepard.
St. Francis gets to double digits with 10 seconds to go in the first half. And that'll be a foul coming up here on the Glads. Ja'Kai Brown-Abston taking that one all the way.
Looks like number 10 on that one, Lewis Ryan.
Two shots here for Mr. Abson. 4 seconds to go on the other side of this.
Yeah.
All right.
Since you've said something, they've been 0 for 3.
Uh-oh. Jackson, I did not mean that on purpose, I promise. Oh, there you go. Mr. Brown Abston makes it a even-keeled 15-point, 25-10 gain. And a big pass up all the way now to Reef Wickham. Puts that one up just off the glass.
He might have had a chance to get one more dribble, but still nice to get a shot off and have a chance at a score.
That's right. So with that, Jackson will hold on to the 15-point, 25-10 lead as we go into our halftime break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back here in a couple minutes with some thoughts on our first half of action. Stay tuned.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Collar Clinic, providing peace of mind and local customer service with the latest GPS collars, ARC collars, e-collars, beeper collars, accessories, and replacement parts, protecting your dog's safety and giving you the confidence that you'll be hunting with your dog, not for them. Collar Clinic, your e-collar specialist in Northern Michigan for over 35 years.
Sick and tired of monotonous family dinners? Then you need to call an audible and let BC Pizza take care of the rest. They've been the best source of
Collar Clinic, providing peace of mind and local customer service with the latest GPS collars, ARC collars, e-collars, beeper collars, accessories, and replacement parts, protecting your dog's safety and giving you the confidence that you'll be hunting with your dog, not for them. Collar Clinic, your e-collar specialist in Northern Michigan for over 35 years.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to our Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport halftime show. Shane Smith, Eric Huffman, Charles Strales, Jessica Elkhorn, Sky Terry. The five of us bringing this one to you live from downtown Elk Rapids here and the first annual Elk Rapids Invitational. So far in our game opener tonight, we've got Jackson taking on St. Francis, and Jackson is a handle on this game so far with a 15-point, 25-10 lead. It's just been a matter of both teams are really actually playing good defense. Just Jackson has been able to find a couple more of those holes to squeak through, put up some shots, and just a little bit more on the athleticism side so far from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, correct. The only other thing that I would mention with that is when Jackson started putting up the pressure in their full court press is kind of when they were able to stretch their lead and get it to where it is right now. Other than that, it was still pretty evenly matched up game. Just Jackson's been able to get the ball in the hole more than St. Francis. St. Francis needs to find a little bit more offense.
And if you were St. Francis, Eric, how do you think we would go about doing that?
You know, you've done a good job with some weave plays, some backdoor cuts, and setting some screens. You just need to, and being down 15, you just need some nice quick hit plays, nice set screen, one or two quick passes for an open shot, and then you've got to get back on defense. Unless you're going to put full court press on, you've got to know your positions. And you can't take any mental lapses, because as we saw with the first half with Jackson, as soon as they get a rebound, they're leaking guards up both sides, and if they can get a quick outlet, then they're looking to try to get an easy layup and or a foul. So you've got to make sure you're getting back on defense. And St. Francis has done a good job on defense. They've played really well rebounding defensively. You know, a lot of one-and-dones for Jackson for most of the first half until they started putting their press on. And, again, most of their points came off of that press and getting easy buckets down low, and they got a couple of and-ones off of that also.
Oh, yeah. How many? I think they've had a total of, 5 made free throws now, if I'm not mistaken?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 for 8. 5 for 8, I believe. And spread out offense as well. Trey Pierce with 5. Jaden Ramirez with 6. Let's see who else. Jaden Ross with 6. And Berkeley Drummond with 5. So a nice spread out. Obviously, for Traverse City, you've got 5 points in each period. So, again, you're looking for offense. And, again, it's pretty spread out. Millward, Shepard with a bucket, Rain with a bucket, Bixby with a bucket, and a made free throw. And that is your offense so far tonight.
Your offense so far, and that's only 1 free throw out of 4 for St. Francis, and free throws can win games so far. Above 50% here for Jackson, 5 for 8. St. Francis, 25%, 1 for 4. So that'll be something that they'll have to keep an eye on here as we go through the game. And we've got our teams warming up here also for the second game coming up here at the conclusion of this one. This will be Elk Rapids taking on the team from way up north, and I mean way up north, ladies and gentlemen. That's Kingsford. That's nearby to Iron Mountain, who very famous head coach Tom Izzo is home of. So we're happy to see what the Flivers can do against the Elks here in a little bit. But we've got about 4.5 minutes to go until the beginning of our second half of action. Again, Gladiators struggling a bit on the offensive side right now when it comes to getting the ball in the bucket here against none other than Jackson. But we'll see how things turn. There's plenty of game left to go. 15 points is not an insurmountable mountain. It'll just have to be winning more on the rebound side of the ball especially.
And, again, it's not like you're performing bad. You just haven't got the ball to go in the hole and get some nice, clean looks. So if you get some more to fall and stick with your defense and be patient against the press, you can climb back into this.
Yep. So we'll have to see how St. Francis does here. Clean up on some more rebounds, get some chances there on second and third opportunities for that team, and work on some free throws. The defense has been playing well so far, so we'll see how they can shore things up in the second half as they're down 15, 25-10. But we will step aside here in just a moment with the rest of our commercial break, and that will conclude our Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport halftime show. For all 5 of us here, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Stay tuned.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
American Liner Systems, they have 3 main goals in mind. They want to do the best possible job for their customers, ensure farm and industrial safety, and protect the environment all at the same time. No matter how big or small your job site or farm is, they have many eco-safe solutions like machinery catch basins, fuel and chemical storage, manure lagoons, fertilizer containment solutions, equipment maintenance pads, and so much more. To keep our fresh water clean and our forests green, visit AmericanLinerSystems.com or call 231-258-4200 for a free quote so you can protect tomorrow's environment today.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as both the teams of this game, Jackson and St. Francis, come back out onto the floor. We got just over a minute and a half until we get going in our second half of play. Eric, you've got a bit of an offensive scheme drawn up here on the board. Why don't we go ahead and talk about that for a minute before we get into our action?
Well, let's just quickly go over one play. Like I said, I think they just need some quick hit plays.
Okay.
And this is just one quick one. And I just call this 13 basically because you've got 1 and 3 here. That's why it's a nice reminder for people. So obviously your point guards are going to have the ball. And when you pass it out to your wing, what you're going to do, you're going to leave this person on the block here. And you're going to fake like you're going to be going that way. And so when you get to your tall person on the free throw line, you're actually going to stop and jab step and come back around. And this person's going to set a screen for you. And you should have a pass here. If not, and somebody releases to stop you and you get that, or this defender comes over to stop you, you've got to bounce pass to this person. And then this person rotates up to be your defender getting back, and away we go. So you're going to have 2 options and possibly a third after you set this screen, because this one's going to go right into the middle. So you have 3 options around the basket in the paint to get a shot off in under 10 seconds.
Okay. And Eric, for those who may not know, you were a coach of Harbor Springs and Harbor Light for many years, over 20 of which, and one of your main philosophies was to always try and have a shot off within 10 seconds.
Well, yeah, and it was when I did the JV boys at Harbor Springs and then the varsity girls at Harbor Light. It was really 20 shots a period, and it wasn't just run and gun or fun and gun or whatever. It was 20 good shots, but we also set everything up with a purpose to put us in position to do that. And obviously not every game goes as planned, so sometimes you got to play with less shots depending on if you have a bad game or if the other team's defense is really good. But on the average, yes, we want to get 20 shots off a period. And if you add in free throws that are made and the extra point when you make a 3, on average, you're going to come up to about a point a shot.
Yeah.
But we also like to be versatile and have quick hit plays like this. I don't want to just have 2 or 3 sets that people can scout. I like to have nice quick hit plays and have a little card and just be able to, depending on what team, what defense is out there, be able to call plays and take advantage. If you got a mismatch down low or if you have a mismatch with a wing, then call a play and take them one-on-one or set up a screen for them. You want all 5 of your players to be an option to score, not just your best player.
All right. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get started in our second half of play. St. Francis has the ball here to begin. Down 15, 25-10. Some makeup work has to happen pretty quickly. And they'll draw the foul there. Harrison Shepard will be sent to the line. And that'll be coming up against Amarian Moore there. It'll be his first.
So we've been through enough games by now, Shane. Obviously, we're in the second half now. When they're shooting free throws, you got to see, what are they doing? Are they bending? Are they coming all the way up, following through? Nice looking free throw by that young man right there.
So that'll be 2 for 6 now.
I'll be quizzing you on the 3 Fs at the end of the season: feet, focus, and follow through.
Okay, 3 Fs: feet, focus, follow through.
Yes.
Got it.
You take care of those 3, you're gonna have a good chance to score.
All right. So here we are. Marion Moore wanted to take that 3-point shot. Thinks better of it. Works it off to Ramirez now. And Ross back around to Pierce. Now St. Francis has been very pesky on the inside defensively so far tonight. Drummond not able to get that one to fall in either. As Ross there gets the rebound and the shot there. Foul coming up on the Glads.
Good rise up by Ross again, using his body to protect as he went up with the left, and the defender had to go through him and make contact to get the foul.
Yep. So that'll come up on Millward, his second.
Kind of like Shepard's first one. Let's see what he does with his second.
Yeah. There you go.
A little more rise and arc on that. Nice shot.
26-11. Keeping that 15-point differential. 7:11 to go in the third period.
Yeah, they're little token pressure. Backed off a little bit. Right now they're just trying to wear them down. And they'll maybe come back and take advantage of a full court in your face again in the fourth. Or later on this period.
Holscher meeting some trouble. Gets it back over to Shepard.
Good find.
To Holscher. There he goes.
Nice.
There we are. 13-26. Jackson in the lead still. St. Francis trying to close their way in a little bit. As we go around to Marion Moore, brings that one in, no good, draws yet another foul.
Yeah, he got beat, and the other defender, I think he lost his footing and fell down. So he tried to get up in the air before the offensive player got up and had no choice.
So that'll come up against Jake Bixby, his second now. There's a couple of different gladiators with 2 fouls apiece. Sending number 2, Moore, up to the line for 2. Gets the first one right in. And there you go, 2 for 2. I think that young man is probably about their best free throw shooter. Beautiful follow through on that. The ball barely touches the net each time. 28-13, 6:20 in the third. Jake Bixby here trying to get something off. Finds Shepard. Saw, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We saw Lewis Ryan. A travel called here as Mr. Marion Moore was all over in that passing.
Yeah, you're getting players out of position and not coming to the ball, expecting the ball to come to them, and Jackson's sliding in front and diving for the ball.
Jake Bixby here gets that one off quickly to Holscher. St. Francis trying to claw their way out of this 15-point deficit. What we've seen so far since about the minute-and-a-half mark in the second period.
Right idea.
Yep.
He had position for that. Just got kicked.
Thankfully, that was off the foot of a Viking, not a Gladiator, so we'll stay on this end of the court. Bixby looking, running against time. Gets that one off to Ryan. Spinning his way along the baseline, looks, fires back over. And around we go, up top once again to Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Moore caught I think it was a shoulder to the chops.
Okay. Boy, you'll feel that. Left wide open. Holscher needs that one, gets it in.
Yeah, he set his feet right. It was a nice looking stroke. Nice defensive deflection.
Oh, and a charge
Offensive.
coming up on Ross.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a replay on that one.
Yes, we are.
Yep.
So here's our three-point shot coming up.
Yeah, he got caught in no man's land, picked up his dribble, and he needed help, and nobody was really coming up for him. But then defender left his man. Nice swing over to that wing for that three.
Yep. All right, we'll have to get back to that replay here in a few moments. In the meantime, another steal here by Jackson, and a big dunk coming up by Jaden Ross.
Yeah, you got to fix the net after that one.
Payback there after that offensive charge. Back to a 14-point, 30-16 game. St. Francis already ahead of schedule compared to the last, two periods. 6 points scored so far, only 5 each the last two. Still almost 5 minutes to go in the third.
Nice look as Kerr slid over to the other block and got inside position.
So that'll come up on Berkeley Drummond now, his second foul. Team's third so far.
Oh, he had Shepard underneath.
Just a little bit short there on the three ball from Ryan.
I think he even heard some gas from the stands over here.
Yeah, we've got a timeout by St. Francis. Ryan was able to pick up his own rebound and keep it in their possession.
Yeah, good job getting caught in the corner there. Let's keep the possession and set something up.
Okay, so far, compared to what you were kind of talking about at halftime, how St. Francis has been adjusting, they've already scored more points than they have the previous two periods against Jackson. Still, though, defensively, have allowed pretty much the same from them, and we're only at a 14-point lead, only 1 point away from the 15 that we've had pretty much all period long.
Yeah, right now, your main focus on defense should be protecting the paint.
Yeah.
And on the offensive end, you're doing a decent job. You just got to again get some quick screens, a couple of quick passes, get a good shot off, attack the boards, and get your butt back on defense. You're also, what's helping you out is Jackson has taken off their full court pressure. Just kind of a token, picking you up about 3/4 court.
Yep.
And if they get a chance to double you around half court, they may try it. But right now, they're just trying to put a face to a face and wear you down.
And there we just had the replay of that charge that was called against Jaden Ross. Now, I think his opposing number 5, Harrison Shepard, my eyes kind of saw this when the play was going on. As reaffirmed there in the replay, that bit of a flop that Shepard took. Some acting there. He won the award all right and got the foul.
Start calling him Hollywood. That's why I got called in high school, because I knew how to flop really well.
Oh, nice. That's not exactly a title that you would want to have in basketball.
Hey, if I got offensive fouls all the time, it was a great title.
And there we go.
Nice
Harrison
take and
Shepard
an and one.
made up for the flop there by going for the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Again, I'm only 5'7". I got to take advantages wherever I can get them. It's taking charges or whatnot.
There you go. Another missed free throw by St. Francis.
And I love charges. When we would scrimmage, I would award 5 points for a charge.
Here we go. Here's the replay on that most recent two-pointer there.
Nice take with
Shepard.
the left hand even. Good job by our producer with the replay tonight.
There you go. Mr. Charles Strail, one and only, the owner of this company. And St. Francis with another takeaway here. Shepard trying to go the distance.
He good.
And that'll be, we'll reach and foul there on Kylan Davis.
Yeah, St. Francis got down to 12, and Jackson's doing more active hands than active feet for the last couple minutes.
So that'll be the 5th foul already here for Jackson. That'll be Harrison Shepard up to the line here. Missed his and one a moment ago. Trying to bring it back within 10. Well, one step closer. And back in for Jackson now, number 21, Takai Estwick. There you go. And for the first time since midway through the second period, St. Francis is within 10.
Ooh, again a travel. Good job. Got in his space, made him hesitate.
Here we go. Momentum building maybe ever so slightly towards St. Francis. This is where they have to capitalize on it right now.
Yes, take advantage of everything that Jackson's giving to you because they have backed off their pressure. So take everything that you can right now and then be patient if they decide to turn it up.
Holscher working his way in. And
they're going to call the offensive on a push-off illegal screen.
And just like that, the air kind of went back out the road. So that'll fall on Isaac Kerr, his first, team's third now. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the third. Game pace has slowed right down. So we've had 8 fouls so far in the first 4 minutes of gameplay. Drummond getting that one off in the corner. And here we go from the opposing side. No good. Air ball on that shot. There to get the rebound, though, was Jaden Ross. Shepard providing the lead pesky against Drummond.
Good communication on the backside defense. They had to switch the defenders. Good talk by the defense.
Marion Moore working his way inside.
Should be it. Oh, I thought we were going to get a jump ball on that
I
one.
did too, and so did most everyone here in the home stands. That'll fall against Lewis Ryan, his second.
Yeah, nice slide over to go in there and get a hand on the ball. And when the offensive guy starts ripping, your hand's still on there. Unfortunate.
Yep. So it'll be Drummond now. He'll try for a three, just short.
Rip it down. Good rebound by Shepard. Keeping it close to his chest.
Still a 10-point game, 30-20. Shepard will take a moment. Big lob inside to Kerr. Not able to get that one to fall
Nice
in.
interior pass, but the good defender coming over, able to rise and get that block.
Drummond gets that one knocked away. Then he'll be another foul coming up.
He had he had nothing he could do but foul. I think we're gonna get a replay on that block even.
Yes, we are. Yep. So it'll send Drummond to the line here for 2. The third foul coming up now for Jake Bixby. Drummond around and out on that one.
So here comes a
big block
We're
here.
waiting on the other free throw. We got the block coming.
Drummond connects there. And back in now, Ja'Kai Brown Jackson, number 4 there on your screen. For Jackson.
little show full court man-to-man right now. Again, just a little token pressure. No easy looks.
Harrison Shepard working hard against Takai Estwick, just trying to get across
You did
the
have a
half-court
few
line.
steals just by playing one-on-one at the top, too.
Shepard loses it momentarily. We've got a foul. No,
Nope.
a timeout coming up
Yeah.
for St. Francis.
Yeah, Jackson went to a full court man-to-man and really getting active, almost like they're wearing their jersey right now. And so you don't want to start getting flustered and making those mistakes when you've got it down. You had it down to 10, it's 11 right now. So keep your timeouts. The only thing is you have, one timeout left and another period to go. So don't use it unless you need it. But good call to use this timeout right now, regroup.
St. Francis trying to build on something here right now. They've already scored 10 points in this period, double what they have in each of the first 2 periods, and becoming a little bit more successful on the defensive side of the ball as well.
And Jackson's only scored 1 bucket this period, but they are 4 of 6 from the line.
Yeah.
Good job by St. Francis getting to the line a little bit more this period, too. They've attempted 5 free throws this period as opposed to making 1 of 4 the entire first half.
That'll help each team with 5 fouls, 10 combined so far, and we still have 2.5 minutes to go in the third. As Shepard unloads that one off to Wickham. Crosses the line, back over to Shepard here, working against Estwick. Estwick, a very strong defensive player from what I've seen so far. Shepard able to get past him, not able to connect though.
Changed his shot and still almost finished it.
Lewis Ryan, a big hit on the floor, but you got to give credit to Ja'Kai Brown
Yeah,
Epson.
great sportsmanship, even in the middle of a play.
Yes, indeed. That's what I've seen from this Jackson team all game long. Coach has done well by them. Good sportsmanship all around.
Nope. Back official can't make that call. 3 points did not cross that line.
Whew. And Coach Finnegan kind of having a little jibber-jabber with the refs
he was
as well.
not in position to make that one. Sorry, the coach in me had to say something at the time.
Well, nevertheless, that'll get the ball back into the hands of Mr. Brown Abston here. And the rest of the Viking squad, just under 2 minutes to go in the third. He's working his way all the way into the paint and connects.
It's kind of a Euro step there getting into the paint.
We'll bring back up to a 13-point lead, 33-20.
First block of the night.
Harrison Shepard spinning his way around against Mr. Estwick. Doing a very good job there. Back over to Wickham. No good. The rebound there, Frank Reineck. He'll be drawing that foul as well.
Yeah, Davis brought what you would like to call the hammer down on that one.
That'll be the 6th foul now for Jackson. Reineck at the line here, trying to bring the Gladiators back within 11. Okay, Coach Finnegan has some work to do with the rest of the team on free throws.
Yes, shoot 100 free throws. And when you're done, shoot 100 free throws. And then when you're done, shoot 100 free throws.
Thankfully, Shepard was there to get the rebound. Reineck makes up for it, buries a
Do we have
three.
any bank sponsors? Because that was,
All right, well, okay, you'll make up, I suppose, for missing 2 straight free throws if you can make a nice 3 like that.
You can back down to 10.
Yeah. 33-23, 1:08 to go in the third. Takai Estwick back around to Moore. He works his way in. That'll be off of Shepard, staying with the Vikings.
Don't give up anything inside.
No.
Pack it in the paint. Work your way out. Don't give up that easy bucket on the block.
Good finish there by Kylan Davis, 35-23.
Yeah, you get your screens and your weaves because you're trying to get something inside. If anything, you pack it in or even go zone and then break out into your man-to-man from that. But don't let anything in the paint.
St. Francis down but not out. And there's 2 points.
Yeah, I think he was out of position. Should get an and one on that, I think. Yep.
Yes, indeed. Lewis Ryan, big play there. We've got our replay coming up here. from this most recent three-pointer from Ryan.
Yes. Off the glass, just like he knew what he was doing.
Another missed free throw for St. Francis, their Achilles heel all game long.
Good hustle, though.
Jump ball here will stay with the Vikings.
But a good hustle play. You had a Gladiator get on the floor to go after a ball.
Yeah. Jaden Ross gets that one off. And that'll be a foul coming up. Oh,
easy.
man.
That's too easy from that far away.
And that's to be another shooting foul coming up here. St. Francis is 6th as well. That'll be coming up on Wickham, his second. Eric, at the end of this game, it'd be nice to have a tally of the number of missed free throws that St. Francis had. I bet you they would be within 3 right now if they were to make most of them.
I'll get you an update here in a minute.
Yeah.
To wait for Mr. Brown Abston's free throws here.
Yep. Drains that one. Back to an 11-point game. 37 seconds to go in the third. 36-25.
8 missed free throws for the Gladiators tonight.
So imagine if you made 5 of those, you'd be within 6 points right now. Ooh.
Great idea. Too much mustard on that hot dog.
That sounds pretty good right now. Ja'Kai Brown Abston here. Gets that one off to Marion Moore. Back to Abston. We got 19 seconds to go, and that'll be another foul coming up here, this time against Shepard.
Only his first, I believe.
No, my correction there. That'll be on Wickham.
Oh, I put the wrong one down.
Yeah.
His third.
All right. Well, 3 either way. Brown Abston. Beautiful mark from the free throw line.
Point game. I'll be curious to see with 18 seconds if they put some pressure on here and try to get a steal. Yep, and there they go. They're going to go right up there and get in their face. No double team, though, to worry about giving up a bucket before the end of the period.
Harrison Shepard, 11 seconds to work with as he takes it finally back to his side of the court. Back to Wickham.
He's going to have to go up strong.
Yo. And that'll be a travel on St. Francis. The Gladiator faithful, again, not thrilled about that.
It looked like he got pushed, but...
Who are we to tell, I guess, up here on the track?
Up in the mezzanine, I can't make that call.
4/10 of a second to go, and that'll be the end of the third period. Looks to be St. Francis gets something going, brings it within 10, shoot themselves in the foot a couple times, and we're back to a 13-point game. Ladies and gentlemen, we will step away for one more commercial break and be back in about 45 seconds on the other side of this.
At American Liner Systems, they have 3 main goals in mind. They want to do the best possible job for their customers, ensure farm and industrial safety, and protect the environment all at the same time. No matter how big or small your job site or farm is, they have many eco-safe solutions like machinery catch basins, fuel and chemical storage, manure lagoons, fertilizer containment solutions, equipment maintenance pads, and so much more. To keep our fresh water clean and our forests green, visit AmericanLinerSystems.com or call 231-258-4200 for a free quote so you can protect tomorrow's environment today.
And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Just about ready to get started with our 4th and final quarter of this game. St. Francis finding themselves down in a 13-point hole, 38-25.
Yeah, but it was nice, though. You had you scored 15 points that period, although you still gave up 13.
Right.
And, again, you still played them even in the first period. The difference has been the second so far. They're 17 points to your 5 going into the half. And that's pretty much the difference in the game. St. Francis ball coming out of the break.
Holscher here.
Yeah, be careful with that off run when you raise up. You give them a reason to make it.
Lewis Ryan. Back around to Jake Bixby.
Oh, we had one over in the corner.
Nearly
Short corner
pickpocketed.
was open.
Harrison Shepard takes it inside back to Bixby here, trying to find something along the baseline. Dumps it off.
Nice
not able to
lead.
make
He
the
was worried
connection
about the block
to
and didn't
Millward.
fully extend his arm.
7.5 to go in the game. Kylan Davis gets that one back off to Brown Abston. And that'll be foul coming up on St. Francis once again.
It definitely, which was that? Was that Brown Abston that went up? Yeah, he went up looking for contact. He was looking for the foul first and then the shot.
Brown with a rare miss there.
He likes to get to the line. These are his 7th and 8th free throws of the night.
Wow. Well, he's probably one of the most active players. Doesn't get a whole lot of points.
Issue is he's 50% from the line.
Well, okay. So St. Francis will be looking to find him more when it comes down to it later on, and that will be...
Good hustle by Lewis Ryan, going after that, getting a hand on it, knocking it out of bounds, and it's,
Yeah. Jaden Ross
I
there.
think from that deflection that ended up being their ball.
Berkeley Drummond, as well as Jaden Ramirez, back into the game now. 7 minutes, 3 seconds to go.
Yep, everybody can just go down the court, take them one-on-one.
St. Francis.
Set up your offense. Let's get a screen. You didn't know which one was screening.
St. Francis still not out of this, only down 13. They have to put the screws on defensively big time here against Jackson. As Ryan spins his way around, loses control of that off of the foot of Mr. Pierce, stays with the Gladiators. And around we go. Lewis Ryan working his way inside behind
yeah,
the
caught
back
in the
there.
middle. Just kind of wanted. They just kind of threw up there.
Yeah. Still somehow won that battle. And that'll be a timeout by St. Francis. That's the last one you were counting?
Yeah, you know, it's one that you'd like to save in case you really needed it, but you're a little discombobulated out there. So, again, let's regroup. Let's talk about where we're at right now, talk about possible last 6:30 of the game, and remind them that we don't have – it looks like he may have some timeouts left still. Or no, they keep changing them. So, yeah, all right. Looks like he still may have one left. So, remind the kids out there that you've got one timeout left if we need it, but we'd rather save it. So if you're caught in a bad position, then obviously you may need to use it. But I'd be talking about possibly dialing up some more pressure. You're going to get to a point where it doesn't matter how tough you're playing in the quarter-court defense. You need the ball and need some points. And so you need to start pressuring full court or at least a half court, three-quarter court, but some type of pressure.
Well, hopefully Sean Finnegan has things well under control there for the rest of the St. Francis squad, trying to find a way to bring them back into this game. They've not been down by more than 15 points this entire game, but they have not been able to claw themselves back any closer than 10 points. So that's been how it's shaped up ever since the beginning, or the beginning of the second period. So St. Francis here, they've turned up the heat offensively, just need to find a way to screw down Jackson a little bit more on the defensive side of the ball here. With 6.5 minutes to go, they've got a task ahead of them.
And if you want to pick something to work on with 6.5 still to go, it's consistent offense throughout the whole game.
Holscher working all he can here.
Yeah,
and that'll finally be a foul coming up on Drummond.
Drummond just a little too anxious to go after that.
So that'll be Drummond's third foul. Big pass inside here, and the connection from Isaiah Millward. Back to an 11-point, 37-28 game. Very defensive-minded on both sides of this court so far. Abston Brown, and that'll be a travel.
There you go. Bucket and a turnover. Get yourself another bucket.
Bring
Get it under 10.
Yeah. And we might just have
And then
ourselves a ball game.
All bets are off.
Yeah. Millward back and forth here with Shepard. Trying hard against Berkeley Drummond. Back around to Holscher now. 5:50 to go in the game. Shepard taking a moment, finding a man there in Bixby. Around we go to Holscher again. The long three ball well short there from Lewis Ryan. Would you be happy with that shot?
Not necessarily, but if he's going to take that shot and he's in the fourth period, he's got to really make sure he's jumping through his legs and extending on that follow through.
Abston Brown floats one up. That one just short. There to get the rebound is Kylan Davis. We got a jump ball. That'll be with the Vikings.
Was that a number one shot choice? Absolutely not.
No.
Okay.
Holscher taking care of a untied shoe. Got some more Elk Rapids faithful filtering in as we're preparing for our kind of like the big game here tonight. We've got the hometown Elk Rapids Elks taking on the Kingsford Flivers from all the way up there on the Wisconsin border. So stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, we got this game to finish. Still an 11-point contest here. Drummond not able to get that one to fall in. And that'll be going back to the Glads.
Good job by St. Francis getting down by the boards, but you got to be careful, making sure you're finding a man and making contact with a man and then going to get that ball. Kylan Davis almost flew in behind them and got that rebound.
And just like that, you have it going right back to the Vikings.
Be careful. If it's going to go anywhere, it's going to go towards the backcourt. No screens or anything set up for a drive at the basket. Okay.
Well, Mr. Brown Abston here working his way all the way to the basket. Good finish there. Puts up two more on the board, back to a 13-point differential, 40-27.
Yeah, that was a set play because the man was screening the whole time, waiting for him to go by.
Bixby works himself out of a jam there.
Hand it off.
Ooh. Gets it back to Ryan. He spins, looking for a shot, gets it back over to Shepard. And back up top we go once again. Ryan working it. Goes for the floater. That one was tipped a little bit. And back the other way.
Again, feet not set and floating backwards. Probably not the shot that you've worked on every day.
No. Sky Brown Abston. Back over to Ramirez now. Yeah, that one.
Good steal. Have your head up. You got a leaker. There you go.
Fell right
out
off
of
the hands of
position.
Pierce Curse.
Nice take.
All the way for Kerr.
And again, protecting the ball by going up with the left hand.
40-29. That'll be on Kylan Davis, his fourth now. Number 23 there on the floor.
Looks like elementary track going on up here right now.
Well, we have plenty of courts and stuff for them to trip over, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Another
what a
missed free
great
throw.
facility, though.
Shepard.
No. Should have been a live ball. Yeah, absolutely. It was an and one. Should have been a continuation. That should be white ball on the side or underneath.
And that's exactly what it's going to be.
You love when the meeting of the minds comes out with a correct call.
Nobody's perfect, but when they all come together, normally they can come up with the right solution.
Got it.
Holscher working his way in. Not able to get that one to fall in. Boy, just one. You need it for St. Francis. They missed by a few inches.
Yeah, you got to start fronting that paint now, too, because your time's getting down. You got only half the period left.
Well, you've got
Possession
Holscher here
first
with the steal. Looking for somebody. Lets that one just dribble aimlessly. Bixby there to pick it up. Fights for it. And back around in the corner we go to Ryan. Gets the 3 in.
Yes, he did.
And here we have it, the closest this game's been since the middle of the second period.
Good job by Ryan. He was half in his crouch getting ready to shoot that ball when the pass came. If he had gotten it and then had to collect himself, might have been blocked.
And another foul coming up on St. Francis. This time it'll be Ryan. His third foul after getting that three-pointer just a moment ago. 40-32. 3:40 to go in the game. Coach Barnes keeping a level head here for Jackson. Ross back over to Ramirez at the top. Dumps it back off to Drummond. He'll take it once more, going for the floater up and over the basket. There on the rebound was Millward.
Yep, 4-on-1.
Holscher back to Shepard, around to Ryan, hot from the three-point, gets it again. And just like that, St. Francis brings them right back into this game.
And it looks like a turnover also off the inbounds. It's going to be St. Francis ball on under their basket. Timeout by Jackson.
Yes, indeed. Milton Barnes wants a moment to talk things over as St. Francis gets it back within 5.
You've given up 2 wide open threes and just had a turnover underneath. So if you're Jackson, it's time to regroup and assess and, hey, let them know, hey, you've been for overall most of the game the better team tonight.
Yeah.
What's going on? What do we need to do to fix this? You guys need to communicate on the floor and make sure you're in the right spots. Make sure you've got your man. And make contact and go get that rebound, take care of the basketball. In St. Francis, you've had more energy in this period and keep doing what you're doing.
Jackson has been in control of this game since tip-off. We will have in a moment a three-pointer coming up from St. Francis. Back-to-back threes made by none other than Lewis Ryan.
Yeah, nice rise on the rebound there and then bringing it down. And then again, you get the 4-on-1, so he's going to pull it out. Good job, Witt, looking to set up an offense. Wide open. He had already made one, and he's like, why not? Let's do another.
Let's do another indeed.
Jackson coach is probably saying, now 10 has hit the last 2 3-pointers, and that last one was from 2 or 3 steps back from the line. So you cannot give him spacing now. So now you've got to go and at least put a hand in his face, but don't get up in his grill all the way, because if he shot fakes or does a quick show, then he can beat you and end up looking to drive the basket or get a defender to slide over and give up a dump-off pass. So no wide open looks, put a hand in their face.
St. Francis will have the ball here off the Jackson turnover. Try and score on 3 straight possessions here. We're still just a shave over 3 minutes to go in the game.
Oh, they had him underneath. Bounce pass when they got it.
Harrison Shepard going sky high to grab the inbounds there. Back at the Elk Rapids logo. Eyeing up Trey Pierce right now.
3 minutes is a lot of time,
That's
especially
right.
if you're playing good defense. Yeah, he started taking off before he dribbled. Yep. No sense questioning that. Don't be upset at anything. Shake it off, move on to the next play.
Another missed opportunity here by St. Francis. That's been the name of the game for them so far. So they're going to have to continue to work with this 5-point deficit for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I watched the replay on my phone. He definitely traveled.
All the way in, Trey Pierce not able to connect. There on the rebound, Jake Bixby.
Yep. 2:40 to go. You're down 5. It's 2 possessions. Make sure you get a good shot.
And they're looking for that young man right there with the ball, Lucas Ryan, to get another one fired away from 3. Shepard back to Bixby. Now around we go, Ryan.
Nice screen.
3 for 3 from the three-point line.
They're starting to set up those screens and have him just come around the top of those screens and get a wide open 3 again.
9 straight now for St. Francis in the last 2.5 minutes.
All by Lewis Ryan.
All by Lewis Ryan. 2-point game, 40-38, and a big foul there brought the sledgehammer was Holscher. My goodness.
You know, I've never seen a St. Francis team mail in anything, and so it doesn't surprise me to see them play until 000 and give themselves a chance.
brought themselves back from a period-long, basically, 15-point deficit. Now within 2.
Yeah, out of position and ran right through him, and I think that's going to be 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lucas Ryan there.
By the magic scorebook here.
His 4th after getting 3 straight threes. Not the player that St. Francis wants to see getting into foul trouble. Single-handedly brought them back into this game. Marion Moore on the inbounds. Gets that one off quickly to Ross and back to Drummond.
Yeah, you're going to need to front the paint.
Jackson looking to bleed some clock here.
Good, at least you got an arm in front. You can help him slide over in your D. Yes, good job. Make him throw it out of bounds.
Harrison Shepard there, providing the poke to get it back to the Gladiators. Sharon Shepard's like, hello, let's get somebody over here. Minute 42 to go in the game.
Yeah, they were taking care of a sub over on the other side, so they were just, once the subs were taken care of, they had a teammate come over.
Yep.
Yeah, can't get caught in a dribble contest. That's when those active hands will knock a ball loose.
Ryan gathers everything he can there.
Don't push off with that shoulder.
Drummond. Inside to Millward. And Shepard once again, another travel call.
Have to wait on the replay on that one. Very careful that Ryan isn't watching the replay. Ryan was really careful not to get an offensive foul on that. That was close. Yeah, again, 2 steps before he even thought about moving to put the ball down.
Wow. The excitement building here for the St. Francis team, and it's showing up in a couple of different travels in the last about minute and a half of gameplay. Pierce left wide open, gets it back to a 2-possession game. 61 seconds
nice
to go.
Nice tough bucket. Again, patience. Yep, you got this whole side of the gym. Good job getting it down.
Harrison Shepard, the rest
Under
of the
a minute, you
Gladiators.
need a quick bucket, though. You can't be weaving and screening. We got to attack.
Inside
nice
to
dump
Ryan.
off.
No, not able to get that one to fall in.
Yeah,
and
he's
there
worried
on
about the
rebound
block
was
and
Jaden Ross.
floated that one too high. Yeah, pressure everything. Pressure everything. Don't let them look.
And a good pass along the baseline here, and that'll be the foul coming up on Jake Bixby. 27 seconds to go. Gladiators down 4.
Going to be 4 on Bixby.
Jaden Ross at the line here for 2. Back in, Mason Holscher after taking a very brief rest on the bench. Tommy Donahue in for a moment. Back to a 5-point game, 43-38. 27 seconds to go.
And again, Jackson going to show that token pressure just to make sure no easy looks and have to waste time getting the ball down the court.
Ryan taking a long time with Trey Pierce's defense to get across the half-court line and double dribble. Wow.
Yeah, there was nothing really set up on offense. There was just kind of dribbling, kind of waiting to see something start, and nothing developed, and he ended up with the double dribble.
3 straight turnovers of that kind here for St. Francis. And that will likely cost them the game here. As Coach Milton Barnes calls one more timeout here to talk things over and try to get this game iced away. Yeah, all right. Well, while we have a moment here with 15 seconds to go, let's go into a quick score breakdown if we can.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Isaiah Milwer was 6. Harrison Shepard, 2, 4, 7. Lewis Ryan, 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 points. Frank Reinick, 3 points. Mason Holscher, 5. Jake Bixby with 3. That's the scoring for St. Francis.
Okay.
For Jackson, Trey Pierce with 7. Jaden Ramirez with 6. Marion Moore with 4. Ja'Kai Brown Abston, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 points. Jaden Ross, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points.
Wow.
Berkeley Drummond with 6, and Kylan Davis with 2.
Both teams good and balanced scoring all the way around. The final 15 seconds of this one, St. Francis with a 5-point deficit.
Yeah, if you don't get the steal right away, you've got to, if you get the double and get them to steal it right away, you've got to try to steal it, get a hand in there, and at least stop the clock, even if you foul.
Well, somehow out of that mess, we've got a tie-up here. Jump ball, St. Francis favored. 7 seconds to work with. 43-38's the score.
Catch and shoot.
Millward not able to get that one to fall in. And Drummond will take this all the way to the end of the court. And ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of game one. St. Francis fighting all the way to the end, bringing it within 2 in the final 2 minutes of this game, 43-38. You got to give a lot of credit there to Lewis Ryan. It would have to be, if we were doing Player of the Game award, that'd have to be mine for St. Francis. 3 straight made threes to get them right back into what would be otherwise kind of a lost cause you might consider for them. Down 15 for a fair portion of this game.
You know, and again, yeah, down 15 for in double digits for most of this game too, and to see them still keep fighting and fighting and fighting and clawing back, and start looking like the more the fresher, more physical team towards the end. And again, you just weren't able to put enough things together to close it out.
Yep, and there were a number of turnovers as well that hurt their cause. We will step aside for a very brief commercial break, and Charles will be interviewing Coach Milton Brown here in just a few moments, looking to find his words and thoughts on this game, as he'll be going on to the championship game tomorrow at approximately 1:30 in the afternoon. We'll be right back in about 15 seconds. Stay tuned.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are once again. St. Francis coming out on the losing side of this game by 5. 43-38 was the final score. Charles looking to get the interview with Coach Milton Barnes here in just a moment of Jackson. Well, it does not look like we will be able to get that interview with Coach Barnes after all. So we will send it down here for a commercial break instead. And come back in a few moments here. We got about 15 minutes until we get underway with our second game of the night. So ladies and gentlemen, be sure to stay tuned for that. We'll be back here shortly. Stay tuned in just a moment.
At American Liner Systems, they have 3 main goals in mind. They want to do the best possible job for their customers, ensure farm and industrial safety, and protect the environment all at the same time. No matter how big or small your job site or farm is, they have many eco-safe solutions like machinery catch basins, fuel and chemical storage, manure lagoons, fertilizer containment solutions, equipment maintenance pads, and so much more. To keep our freshwater clean and our forests green, visit AmericanLinerSystems.com or call 231-258-4200 for a free quote so you can protect tomorrow's environment today.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. We're going to send it down live here. Charles Strail is going to interview our winning coach of Game 1, Mr. Milton Barnes. Charles, take it away.
All right, thanks, Shane. I'm Charles Strail here. We're here courtside at the first annual Elk Rapids Invitational Tournament with the winning head coach tonight. First of all, Coach, congratulations. You guys hung on to get a hard-fought win tonight. Talk to us about the preparation, because you're coming up, obviously a little bit of travel involved here. I thought the kids came out and played hard, and then you guys hung on in the final seconds of the fourth quarter. How were you just overall pleased with how your kids came out and competed tonight?
Well, I think the start helped. The fact that we were able to create a cushion for us,
right,
because we needed it. Because I knew St. Francis was well coached, and they were going to come out and give us, a second half much different from the first half. So, but unfortunately, we showed our youth and inexperience with our offensive execution or lack of. And but luckily, our defense continued to hold us together and keep us in the position to win the game.
Well, one thing that we talked about on the broadcast tonight is your strength in numbers and how you're not over-reliant on one particular player. You were led tonight with 10 points by Jaden Ross, and he did a good job of keeping you guys buoyant in that first half. Got to the free throw line and put the Gladiators in some foul trouble. Talk to us about how you like how your team can lean on different players on different evenings.
Well, that's sometimes a good thing, but sometimes it's not so good because you're not sure who to go to. But, we try to help make sure we understand the importance of having an inside presence. No matter who has the hot hand, we got to have inside presence. We got to put ourselves in a position to get fouled. And so luckily, Ross was the guy tonight, but we got a couple other guys. I think Trey Pierce, played well at times. Ramirez played well at times. So those three guys on our front line are important for us. And if we can get the production from those three, I think we have a much better chance.
You took more than 10 more free throws than the Gladiators did tonight, shooting, I believe you guys had 23 or 24 free throw attempts tonight. I see a smile coming across your face because I know that means you're just leaving a lot of points at the line with the misses. But, with that many free throw attempts, you got to be pleased with the aggression and just how you guys attack the basket.
Yeah, that's important. You got to, but like you said, we got to make them. We got to make those free throws. And if we do that, then it's a much easier ending to this game, and it's not as close. But we got to continue to work because we're so young. Again, when you got 7 sophomores and 2 freshmen, it's going to happen. And you got to kind of weather the storm and help them through the tough times, and hopefully they'll learn lessons as we go.
Speaking of a team that's so young, do you oftentimes catch yourself saying man, these guys just got their driver's license? I'm out here screaming at them. I got to remember they just learned how to drive.
Yeah, most of them still don't have their license, right. So I mean, we're still that young, and again, that's part of coaching. You got to be patient, and you got to preach patience to help remind yourself that you've got to be patient with them. And as a coach, I've got to continue to work with them and help them through these tough games.
Well, we thank you for joining us here on this post-game show. Go ahead and enjoy tonight's nightcap game. Elk Rapids and Kingsford should be a fun one. We were scouting out both teams. Kingsford looks like they're really athletic. Elk Rapids plays with a lot of poise, like to move the ball around. So,
should be a good game.
Coach Milton, we want to thank you.
Well, thank you.
And we'll see you tomorrow. All right, back up to you guys.
Alrighty, thank you, Charles. That was a nice interview. A class act that Coach Milton is and the rest of that Jackson squad. They played an excellent game, well-coached team, a very nice gentleman as their coach, and great sportsmanship that we saw across that squad down below. So you can tell that is shown well across the entire team, and we're happy to have them up with us here, and we're happy to have them again tomorrow as we bring them into another game here in the championship at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon, Eric.
Yeah, I think the consolation game is, about 12 o'clock tomorrow or something like that, I think.
And that'll be St. Francis playing the loser of this one.
Yeah, again, good interview with Coach, too. You can tell he's well-rounded and knows these kids aren't robots. They're not soldiers. You've got to learn these kids and learn how to work with them, understand them, grow with them even, and that helps grow the team together, and that makes everyone willing to do anything for anybody. And when you got a cohesive team, you can take on anything.
I couldn't agree more, Eric. And I tell you what, the excitement here is building a little bit. The stands may look empty on the visitor side, but that's because Kingsford made, some 5-hour drive down here. The home stands for Elk Rapids are nice and full. The atmosphere is building in this gymnasium for what should be a great game. Kingsford, just as Charles kind of alluded to a moment ago, very athletic, very powerful team going into this game with a perfect 5-0 record, handily beating most of their opponents. Elk Rapids here, still above 500, 3-2. They've met some tough competition, not the least of which was Glen Lake on their season opener, and they kept that one a fairly close game earlier on. So we're happy to have these two teams match up here. Hopefully Elk Rapids, if you're an Elk Rapids Elks fan, can come out with the win here in their opening first annual Elk Rapids Invitational Tournament. So with that, we're going to send it down to our PA announcer and get into our national anthem and then our starting lineup. Stay tuned.
Caps as we honor America with the playing for national anthem.
That's not quite it. Oh, God. And as we love to say, play ball after the national anthem, and we're excited to have another round of ball playing to go here.
Bring it on.
Yes, indeed. All right, first off, for Kingsford, number 0, Owen Olkinen. Junior. Number 4, Jack Craigle, another junior. Number 10, Gavin Trevelyan, senior. That's a fun name. Yeah. Number 12, Morgan Sleek. Another junior, or senior, I apologize. And last but not least, number 20, Gavin Grondin.
Related to the hairdresser?
I was about to ask that, yeah. Frequent them in Charlevoix. And here we go. The spotlight for the Elk Rapids.
Always cool when a school
lineup
does this.
That's right. Can't see our thing, but...
No, we will.
We got...
Cameron Kerfoot.
Yep. Number 2, that is. Number 5, Max Ward. Number 12, Braden Flutie.
Quarterback.
Yeah. Number 24, Wyatt Bargy. That man's a lot of fun to watch down there on the floor. And last but not least, number 31, Keegan Cotterman. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set here for our headliner game. The Elk Rapids Elks taking on the visiting Kingsford Flivers from all the way up there on the Wisconsin border. So welcome into Game 2 of this first annual Elk Rapids Invitational, ladies and gentlemen. We're happy to have you here with us as I try and get our coach cam set back up here.
Which is called Shane's phone.
As I drop it. Charles and Eric having a bit of a dance party off over here to my right. What a crew that we have here, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Strail, Eric Huffman, Sky Terry, Jessica Elcourt, myself, Shane Smith, all bringing this one to you live.
If you're not having fun doing what you're doing, then what are you doing?
That's exactly right. And I'm glad to be a part of this crew and a part of this company as we have plenty of fun. Bargy up at the tip for Elk Rapids, goes the other way to the Flivers, which is a term for an old cars. There was a Ford motor plant for a long time up there in Kingsford, I found out. So that's the case for
Start calling you History Channel Shane.
Yeah, well, I try to do a little research every now and then.
Oh, nice quick take on the baseline.
Not able to get that one to go in, though, was Gavin Grondin.
Yeah, what a nice quick first step by, what was it, 20 by Grondin.
Quick turnover here. We'll keep the ball with Kingsford. Yeah, big number 12, Morgan Slick there. Owen Okinen back over to Kriegel. And the big 3 ball, no good by Grondin, into the hands of Bargy and the rest of the Elks.
The Elk Rapids starting out in their man-to-man. Not bad to start. Bad pass, though, at the start. You're too far away to make that pass all the way to the left.
Good steal by Grondin and the finish as well as the foul.
We talked about that in the first game, using your body to protect the ball, go up strong, extend with that arm, and at least get the foul in. He's going to get an and one.
That'll be on Max Ward, his first. Gavin Grondin going up for the 3rd point here. And you would expect someone of his stature to get it. All 3 of the possible 3 gained there, 3-0 lead the Flivers have over the Elks. That's Ward working his way in, gets it back up top to Keegan Cotterman now. Kerfoot.
Man-to-man also for Kingsford.
Yep.
You got Braden Flutie posting up with the guard down low. I'm surprised they don't just dump it down there and see if he can't take him.
Kingsford bench also
The issue is he's kind of a screen setter, but why not try to post up a guard?
Another pickpocket here by Jack Kriegel. And that'll be a foul coming up on Elks, already the 2nd on Max Ward.
Yeah, yep, and good job by Coach. Get him out right now.
Just about the worst
We don't need 3 in the first.
to have for someone of his talent there. So Tyler Stanfest will be coming in momentarily.
Yeah, he gets 3 anytime now. He's sitting the rest of the half.
And Kriegel lets one fly and connects.
Nice 3 ball.
Yep. Max Ward crosses the half-court line here. 1.5 minutes has gone by so far in the game. Just like what we saw in St. Francis, Elk Rapids down in a hole early, 6-0 right now.
Yeah, the whole Kingsford bench getting involved just like Jackson did in the first game, making sure they're watching everything going on and staying engaged.
And Braden Flutie lets that one go through his fingertips. Jump ball will stay with the Elks. Catch a lucky break there.
A good hustle by both teams getting on the floor.
And there's Stanfest coming in to take out Max Ward, who will be having an extended rest there on the bench with 2 fouls already.
Yeah, maybe think about bringing him in towards the end of the first, but depending on the score, you'd like to hold him out.
Big Kriegel there, Slick broke that pass up, gets it back to Kingsford, and quick 8-0 start now for Gavin Trevelyan.
Yeah, the issue is it's an easy issue. We talked about them being fast and athletic, and that seems to be the case. That first step, Elk Rapids has to set up for that first step, or else they're going to get burned with and ones and one-on-one takes all night long. And then when that defense has to slide over and stop, then they're going to dump the pass off for an easy bucket as well.
All right, we'll bring you in, Charles.
Another point we want to bring up there, gentlemen, is a really nice seal off there by Kingsford. They knew that they had the baseline drive, and their post player just moved his body across the lane, which was a great play because he was getting a front on the opposite block. So when you do that and you got a front, if you move across the lane and they still try to front you, you're essentially setting a screen and allowing that baseline drive to get right to the basket, and that's exactly what Kingsford was able to execute there on that basket.
All right, so with that, Elk Rapids down early, 8-0. Stanfest working hard here, trying to get it past Kriegel. Go off to Flutie now. Elk Rapids not able to get something going inside of the three-point arc yet. That'll be Kerfoot to try it. Gets up and away, no good. Braden Flutie there just in time to get the rebound.
Good hustle play and save the ball by Flutie.
Up and away. There's the first points of the game, brought to you by Wyatt Bargy.
Nice soft kiss off the glass for a bucket.
Yeah. 8-2, 5:20 to go in the first period. Time flying already. Morgan Slick here with the ball. Finds Olkinen. Up and away, the long three, just off the mark. There to get it was Stanfest, and we've got a foul coming up.
Nice high point by Tyler on that. He got up as high as he could and got that rebound, and the defender came in and bodied him.
So that'll be on Morgan Slick, his first, team's first in the game. Back over to Stanfest now.
And just some show pressure. No press right now. Just to keep a guy in his face, keep him honest.
Bringing it in, Flutie up and over the basket there on the rebound is Gavin Trevelyan.
Nice trying to take. Yeah, he had a 2-on-1, which meant there should have been someone on the opposite side, but I don't know if anybody was even there.
Wyatt Bargy gets the block there. Kriegel hangs on to it. Eventually passes it around.
Your teammates got to find open spots when you drive. So that way you've got to kick out.
Trevelyan back over to Slick. And Okinen, why not? Posts up for the three, just off the mark there. Picked up by Stanfest back the other way. A high flying pass there, broken up by Slick once again, all the way up court to Grondin. And he waits and delivers. 10-2 is now the score. 4:07 to go in the first period. Stanfest finds Flutie at the top.
Obviously, with Kingsford's athleticism and speed, any skip pass is probably going to get at least a deflection out of it, so you've got to watch that. You've got a jump ball. Looks like it's going the other way.
Yep. In for the Elks now, number 10, Mason Cannon. Got a wet spot on the floor here.
Yeah, a little perspiration on the floor.
Right in front of Kriegel.
Somebody didn't wear their antiperspirant. We've got perspirant on the floor.
I wear antiperspirant. Well, I still.
And still get perspirant up here, right?
Yep. Probably a little TMI for those watching at home, but oh well. Gavin Grondin here gets that one off to Kriegel. And back around to newcomer Jet Buckley in tonight's game just a moment ago, but gets back over to Grondin and he sinks two more in.
Already 7 points and nice under control play, even with his speed too. The shot was nice, easy pull-up jumper.
10-point lead over the Elks right now, 12-2. Stanfest doing all he can here to get it inside, spins around, fails on the delivery, gets the rebound, puts it back.
That was all Stanfest on that. Got it, worked his way in the paint and just kept playing hard till he was able to get the two.
Buckley back over to Slick. Around we go, 3 minutes in the first period. Back to Slick now and to Buckley once more for the three ball. It's in. My goodness, 15-4. Elk Rapids finds themselves down 11 already. 2:40 to go in the first period. Big pass inside to Bargy. Draws
He's got
the foul.
the foul on it, yeah. Talked about this many times already this season. Instead of going up, anytime you bring that arm down, even if he didn't really bring the hammered arm down, but anytime you start bringing that arm down like this on an angle, you're giving a ref an excuse to make that call.
Okay, so the local teams here in Northern Michigan, between Elk Rapids and St. Francis, finding a theme so far, having trouble at the free throw line. Big, number 35, Alexander Erickson, tall and well-built junior there, comes into the game for the first time.
And although Bargy's missed both those free throws, he's been active. I would still like to give him some more touches.
Not able to get the finish there, and the putback between Grondin and Erickson. Another attempt by Erickson. Still a miss. Elk Rapids fighting for their lives. Erickson wins again. Just the height there, outmatching everybody. And the Flivers have a fourth chance here. Not able to get that one to go in either. Finally back into the hoofs of the Elks.
This is almost a shoot till you make it possession.
Oh.
You gotta bend your knees and put your weight and put your hip into somebody and get position and then go up strong. You can't just stand there and then have a jumping contest.
Bargy, the hope here for the Elks to get 2 on the board. He does.
Again, nice take by Bargy. I would start pounding him the ball, getting him the rock down low, see if he can get some fouls on that on Kingsford also.
He's the only one height-wise that matches up to anybody on this Flivers team. All of them look to be north of 6 foot. Erickson here, the big man struggles. Back up top, up and away. Another one off the foot of a Fliver, picked up again by Grondin. Working the baseline here. That one missed past to Erickson. Back into the hands of Flutie. Elks trying to bring it back within 3 possessions here. 15-6 currently the score.
Good job by Flutie to keep his composure and keep the possession.
Connerman back to Bargy. Looking for somebody to dump it off to. Finds Flutie.
Nice dump off. Nice job.
There we go, Flutie.
Yeah, see, they figured it out right now. Yep, keep working around. Just a quick 2-man game if you need to. Set the screen, get it over the top or a bounce pass to him, and let him go to work right now. Get from the cow that's giving milk.
That's right. 15-8 is the score. Back to a 7-point differential.
Ooh, we're going to get an illegal screen or something.
So that will come on. Mr. Kriegel, his first, team's third this period.
So if you can stop or have some type of help rotate over and be able to help with Grondin, because he's looking to drive a lot. So you can get some help with that and a little better help man defense possibly. That could help keep them from scoring as much and then keep getting the ball to Bargy. Then maybe close this gap some.
Kerfoot tried to do the same thing as Bargy there, just not able to get in as the ball rolled off the front of the rim. 13 seconds to go.
To play for the last shot, or will they look for the first shot?
Buckley lets that one go to Oakland, gains it back up. Over to Kriegel now. Working against Kerfoot, goes to the baseline.
Nope, should be no good.
No shot.
Yep, too late.
A lucky break there is Slick just after the buzzer. We'll bring Charles in to thank our quarter break sponsor. Go ahead, Charles.
So as we enter the second quarter of this game, we want to thank our sponsor tonight, Shelley Battershell and Shelley Battershell at Century 21 Insurance. And, well, we all know that Shelley Battershell right now is selling hot real estate all over northern Michigan, but specifically Antrim County, whether that's in Bel Air, Elk Rapids, Traverse City, Acme, or Northport, wherever you want to go in northern Michigan, specifically featuring Antrim County. Shelley Battershell at Century 21 is your realtor of choice. You can head on over to 116 East River Street or P.O. Box 629 if you want to send her some information, or just give her a call, as you see with her cell or office phone number on screen, or shoot her an email if you want to list a property or if you're looking at purchasing some property here in lovely northern Michigan. That's Shelley Battershell with Century 21 Real Estate. All right, gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Charles. Bossman taking care of some bills here. As we're about ready to get underway with our second quarter of action, Elk Rapids found themselves down by as much as 12. Brought it back to a 7-point differential here, 15-8. Lots of time here on this game, starting to figure out some things offensively, Bargy included, especially there under the basket. He's gotten the 4 most recent points for the Elks.
I see the subbed a few for Elk Rapids. You don't want to sit, Bargy's started to had a nice lather going.
Yep.
And had scored the last few points. So I wouldn't want to sit him too long and have him come off cold and all of a sudden miss a few and then have him start thinking about it.
But for the moment, Caden Schlicker there taking care of the inbound pass. Kerfoot finding Luke Wolgamott, and he gets the
Again,
2 in the foul.
Little give and go, pick and roll type action. You get the roller to go in.
Yeah. All right, so Wolgamott and Bargy are going to be the keys to this game, I'm starting to feel, for Elk Rapids. 2 of the biggest players that they have.
Second foul on Buckley.
Buckley and Ward for Elks with 2 fouls apiece. Goes back to a 5-point game. We've seen both Elk Rapids and St. Francis claw their way out of double-digit deficits. Elk Rapids starting now. And that'll be lost control there for Morgan. Slick back to the Elks we go.
Yeah, just too much sweat on the hands. Just lost it out of bounds.
Kerfoot working across the timeline here. 7:35 to go in this first half. 5-point differential, 15-10. Max Cannon back up top to Schlicker and around to Kerfoot again.
Yeah, they're going to need to be careful. They're trying to beat double teams by dribbling through it, and that's not going to happen. You see some of these passes that they've been able to save have been through defenders' arms, so you got to be careful with that.
Gavin Grondin was the one who broke things up on the other end of the court, and Gavin Trevelyan sinks in a big three.
Yeah, the two guards really play well together.
18-10. Kerfoot looking for a man, and Slick pickpockets him here. And that'll go back the other way. Back in Max Ward. Remember, he has 2 fouls on his tally so far, as well as Keegan Cotterman. He'll take care of the inbounds here.
Keegan very athletic, and with Bargiel, you could use Cotterman quite a bit and get some looks for him too around the paint area.
Schlicker off to Ward, trying to find a lane around the arc here. Gets it back to Wolgamott, up top to Kerfoot.
Careful, that's good pass.
Broken up.
Again, active hands.
Again by Grondin. He'll take it all the way, floats it in. Back to a 10-point game. 5 straight now for the Flippers. Speaking of 5, that's Max Ward. Dumps it off to Kerfoot, just able to get it off the heel. And he'll get his own rebound. And back around to Ward once more. Another pickpocket. This time, Kriegel is the guilty party. All the way for Slick for 2 more.
He was waiting for the defense to commit to him so he could dump that pass off for the bucket.
22-10. 7 straight now for the Flippers. Into Wolgamott. He lets it go. Gains it back up as he hits the floor. And a floater no good there from Cotterman. Owen Okinen driving in, getting 2 more. Back to a 14-point game.
I was just going to say, might be getting close to a timeout, and coach called one.
Kevin Ball there having enough of that one. Okay, all right, let's we'll keep it here and see if we can't bring up the coach cam, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're Elk Rapids. Okay, well, we won't do that. Charles wants a timeout, a commercial break, so we will do that instead.
Small business owner, you learn to wear a lot of hats. The custodian hat, the IT hat, and well, the you should have called a professional hat. Auto Owners takes care of your business insurance, so you can take care of everything else. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
All right, well, welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. As we're about ready to get out of this timeout break, Elk Rapids finds themselves down 14-24-10. Been tough sledding for them. They brought it back within 5 for a moment. And then it's been, ever since then, 9 straight here for Kingsford. A couple of big steals on the Elk Rapids side of the court.
Almost kind of like the start of the first period. The quickness and athleticism really getting to Elk Rapids.
Mm-hmm. The Elks needed to find some way to slow them down, and it's not going to happen there, as it will go back to Kingsford once again.
Yeah, you got to be careful about unforced errors, too. Obviously, there's times where their defense is going to create a turnover, but you don't want to help them out by turning it over yourself.
Yep. Slick there, providing to be quite the slick operator, you might say, as he pokes his hand in there and got some good steals on multiple occasions so far in this game. Grondin with it now, staring down Cotterman. Gets it back over to Trevelyan. And along the baseline we go. From the corner, Buckley, no good. Any missed shot here, Elk Rapids has to capitalize on to keep themselves in the game. Down 14 currently. Ward. And around we go now to Cotterman. No good, just off the front of the basket. Picked up, though, once again by Ward.
Nope, can't float those passes. We've seen that already this half.
And Grondin gets one in. Looked to be a dunk there
Grondin,
for a moment.
he really wanted the two-handed, but he's fortunate that it still went in, too.
Yep. Bargy fighting for all he has there, not able to get it to fall in.
Keep
Cotterman
going up
gets the
strong,
rebound.
big fella.
Ward back to Bargy and around. We go to the top to reset for a moment. Now Cotterman for the 3 ball. There we go. One finally had to fall in for the Elks. 26-13.
But again, Cotterman can hit you on the outside and on the inside, so maybe work him around a little bit. Too easy of a bucket down there by Slick.
15-point, 28-13 lead for Kingsford. Stanfest working that one inside. Another broken up pass. Too much for even Bargy to handle. Grondin taking it back the other way. Good block, though.
He kept waiting for the defense to olay and kind of part the seas, looking to try and find their own man, and he had his man beat, almost made the score.
Yeah. Hayden Schlicker there on the block for the Elks. Inside to Bargy.
Nice
Gets
left
the 2
hand.
points in the foul.
Good job. Keep feeding that big fella. Subs coming in.
Yep. A bit of a shift change here for the Flivers. One substitution here for the Elks, and that's Braden Flutie. Allowing Stanfest to take a moment on the bench. 3:20 to go on the other side of this free throw in the first half. 0 for 3. Bargy at the free throw line. 28.
Doesn't mean don't give him the ball. You got to keep feeding him.
That's exactly right. 2 points is better than none. Owen Olkinen here. Getting it back off to
fight around him. Good job by Max Ward to fight around and get position down low. Oh.
Kriegel back up top to Trevelyan. Going against Bargy. A little bit too much for him to handle. Back over to Olkinen. And now for newcomer Sundquist here, number 1 there on your screen. And the 6-footer no good. The putback, though, by Sundquist goes in. Matthew Sundquist.
Yeah, you got somebody following in. If they're not getting the rebound, they're extending to get up and tip it in.
15-point game, 30-15. 2:26 to go. Bargy not able to get that one in. Must-haves there.
Maybe too open on that one.
Yeah.
I'm assuming a travel, yeah.
Travel on open in there.
Cameron Kerfoot coming back in.
That'll give Schlicker time back on the bench there. 2:18 here in the first half.
So Bargy's been kind of your main cog, and you got Cotterman out here starting to gain a little bit of momentum too. Maybe make sure we're doing some type of triangle or some type of setup to where they're both on the same side of the ball.
Flutie left open, not able to get that 3 ball in either. Falls off the heel. Kriegel eventually comes away with it. Quick break up the court all the way, no problem there. 17-point lead, the biggest now for Kingsford.
Yeah, the defender wasn't sure whether to go out or come in and stop the ball. And it was nice, easy, quick little fake and then go up for the layup.
Ward over to Kerfoot. Finding trouble along the baseline. Floats it up and Kerfoot makes the ball go kerplunk in the basket.
Nice job.
Been waiting a long time to use that one.
Nice patience by him, too.
32-17. Grondin working against Flutie. Quite the mismatch in height there. And a pass picked up by Olkinen, not able to get that one to fall in. And the Elks let that one go out of bounds. Back their way, minute 10 to go. Flutie crossing the timeline here.
Hard part for Elk Rapids is they're so fast. Nice take by Cotterman again. They are so fast, it'll be hard to put any pressure on them because as soon as they beat a double team, it's going to be a layup. So you're just going to have to work hard, either picking them up at half court or on the quarter court end. You're going to have to work hard to get this one in tonight.
Well, just like St. Francis, Elk Rapids has been hanging around here, keeping within a 13 to 17 point differential so far, most of the second period. And we saw with Jackson, tired out a little bit towards the end of the game.
Good
Elk
little help
Rapids
by
hoping
Max
for the
Ward.
same here.
Yep, you got to see your man and the ball and then communicate whenever something's moving.
Flutie reaching in there against Grondin, being a bit of a pest. Grondin has it back, though. 17 seconds to go in the half. And, yep, that'll be a little bit too much there.
Yeah,
Flutie.
he was moving his feet real hard. He was putting some good work in there on defense, but again, nice move by Grondin, and he threw a hand in there.
So that'll be his first against Flutie. Team's first so far. Pretty clean game amongst both sides. Kriegel, 9 seconds to go. Ward there. And timeout called by Coach Olson.
Yeah, he even told his player to come all the way over there, and he was waiting to get to a certain point on the clock, call that timeout. So he'll some type of set play coming out of this from the side.
Couple of familiar names from up there in Kingsford down here. You got Olson, Buckley, and Grondin.
Yes.
Kind of funny. Couldn't be much farther away from Elk Rapids if you're counting.
I shop at Olson's.
Yeah, shop at Olson's, get my hair cut at Grondin's.
I've been to Buckley.
Yep.
And I don't because I have no hair, but most of the family goes to Grondin. So,
Yep.
So there we go.
Uh-huh. Small world. 5 seconds to go here. Kingsford with one last try at the basket. That'll be Kriegel at the inbounds. Finding Grondin as he works his way in, puts that one up well high.
He thought he
there.
had a foul, so he threw it up there thinking he was going to get the foul, and the refs let it go.
Bargy kind of close there. So that'll take care of it for our first half of action, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to step aside for commercial break and go into our Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport halftime show. We'll be back here in a couple of moments with some thoughts from this very fast-paced first half of action. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
At American Liner Systems, they have three main goals in mind. They want to do the best possible job for their customers, ensure farm and industrial safety, and protect the environment all at the same time. No matter how big or small your job site or farm is, they have many eco-safe solutions like machinery catch basins, fuel and chemical storage, manure lagoons, fertilizer containment solutions, equipment maintenance pads, and so much more. To keep our fresh water clean and our forests green, visit AmericanLinerSystems.com or call 231-258-4200 for a free quote so you can protect tomorrow's environment today.
Collar Clinic, providing peace of mind and local customer service with the latest GPS collars, bark collars, e-collars, beeper collars, accessories, and replacement parts, protecting your dog's safety and giving you the confidence that you'll be hunting with your dog, not for them. Collar Clinic, your e-collar specialist in Northern Michigan for over 35 years.
Unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
We want to give one more shout out here to Shelly Battershell at Century 21 for bringing this game to you, as well as all of our other sponsors tonight. Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport, the Lake House up in Charlevoix, also Collar Clinic and American Liner Systems. Shelly Battershell reminding that if you love it or list it, one way or another, if you're looking for property in northern Michigan and you want to find it, Shelly Battershell can help you find it. Or if you're looking to take advantage of this hot market in northern Michigan, Shelly Battershell can help you cash in, whether it's a family heirloom property or just something that you're looking to cash in on. Shelly can help you do all of those different things. That's Shelly Battershell at Century 21 Real Estate, serving Antrim County, Grand Traverse County, and Charlevoix County. Give her a call right there at 248-343-3438 on her cell phone, so that you can either start finding property or selling property today in northern Michigan. Back to you, Shane and Eric.
Thank you, sir. All right, Eric. Well, we've got some things to talk about here. Elk Rapids, they're in a slightly better position than St. Francis was at the beginning of the second half here in the most previous game. They were down by 15. Elk Rapids down by 13, so take what you can from that, I suppose. Elk Rapids has been finding some good efforts so far from Bargy and Wolgamott, two of the big guys there under the basket. But Cotterman, Stanfest, Kerfoot, they've all been adding in some chip-ins as well here as they work their way into the game. And maybe able to kind of slow down Kingsford just a little bit at times here so far and keep them within 15. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think Elk Rapids has done a good job of keeping it where it is right now. The offense, the thing is with Kingsford, they're just like getting so fast and athletic.
Yeah.
And then when you're on the quarter court trying to run offense, they are just flying all over the court. And so it's making you get a little heady or anxious in the head. And so it makes you rush decisions or put you in a bad position to make a bad decision. So you need to just calm down, be patient, run your set plays, take what the defense gives you, and then you've got to make sure you're getting back and playing defense. And obviously, they've hit a couple of threes or 3 threes, Kingsford, but I mean they've hit 3 times as many twos.
Yeah.
So give yourself a little bit of more space. Stick your arm out at that person to give you at least an arm's length, if not a little bit more than that. Then if they want to pick up their dribble and shoot, then you can stand up towards them and put a hand in their face or possibly deflect that ball. But then if you've got that little bit of more than arm's distance, if they want to go one way or the other, you can take an angle and beat them to a spot and make them have to either change direction or pick up their dribble altogether. But we've been too much in their face, and the quick hesitation with the quick stutter step or the quick fake is giving up drives either from the wing or along the baseline. And then you've got to have help defense, and you're giving up a kickoff pass or a dump down, or you're just not sliding over altogether and giving up an easy bucket.
And you really got to give credit here to Morgan Slick, who has been kind of the biggest fly in the windshield for Elk Rapids so far. I can't tell you the number of steals that he's gotten from Elk Rapids' side of the ball so far, and then delivered it all the way down and either gotten the score himself or dumped it off to one of his teammates. And that's been kind of the bread and butter of this team so far, getting the scores off the steals. If you're Elk Rapids right now, you kind of went into a little bit. What's like a couple of the biggest ways that you would try and slow down Kingsford here? Kind of bring them down to a simmer instead of a boil.
Well, it's as simple as getting back on defense.
Okay.
That's as simple as it is. You've got to get back because they're looking to fly down the court, and you've seen it. They'll try to get a quick outlet pass, or you've got very handsy, quick, athletic guards who are looking to get in your face and possibly knock the ball loose, get a steal, and try to get a quick layup off of that. And they're looking to go and get a quick shot off or the quickest shot off as possible, and then if nothing works, then they'll set up some offense if they have to. So, again, all you need to do is get back on defense, make them have to go and get into the half-court set, and then front your paint, give yourself your spacing, don't give up any drives, make them shoot from the outside if they're going to get any shots off, set yourself, get your rebounds, and then you need to push the ball a little bit too, make them think about it. Make them have to get back a little bit. Yes, they're fast, and they're probably in pretty good shape, but still, make them have to work a little bit too, and then be patient on the offensive end.
So I see you have something drawn up here on the coaches board. So we might bring that up here on the Coach Eric Huffman Coach Cam.
After
we
I
need to
drop
get
my pen. There we go.
a sponsorship. Maybe we'll have the Lake House sponsor the Coach
Yeah, I'll
Cam.
get a Lake House sticker or something and put it on there. Maybe.
Yeah. So let's bring up here what we have here, a little setup that you've got before we go into the second half.
Well, and again, we always like to have multiple players be an option. It's not just a set play for your best player or whatnot on any particular play. You want several options, and then that way your kids always have your head up. And again, we always say take what the defense gives you. This is just something I just quickly call high-low, and you've got 2 bigs down here, and you got your 3 guards. And basically, I got your point guard way out here because pretty much after they cross half court is when the play starts. Your big is, or your athletic, or it could be Cotterman or Bargy. Have them flash up here. It doesn't even have to be the free throw line. It could be even higher than that, but you're flashing hard, and we're throwing a pass over the top for him to catch it. And then he's going to turn and face his defender and possibly take him one-on-one. But what's happening at the same time is this one's coming up to set a backside screen. So if he doesn't take him one-on-one, you've got a dump-off pass to this guy coming down. And then you've also got this guy because Kingsford loves to play UP defense, which is just in your face. And this guy could just do a little quick show like he wanted to pass and then do a backdoor cut as well. So then almost like the other play I drew up earlier tonight where you had 3 options down here, now you've got 3 options and a little bit of a bigger triangle.
All right.
And again, it's a one pass, 1 or 2 quick passes, 1 or 2 quick screens, and an open shot.
Well, sounds good. We'll see what we can come up with here for the Elk Rapids faithful. But in the meantime, we're going to step away for one more commercial break. We've got about a minute and a half to go until the beginning of your second half of action. So stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. This is all of us here at Next Level Broadcasting in partnership with Elk Rapids Athletics. Stay tuned.
Meat gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Business owner, you learn to wear a lot of hats. The custodian hat, the IT hat, and well, you should have called a professional hat. Auto Owners takes care of your business insurance, so you can take care of everything else. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in. We're just about ready, and I mean just about ready to begin our second half of action. Shane Smith, Charles Strell, Eric Huffman, Jessica Elkhorn, Sky Terry bringing this one to you live here from Elk Rapids. Thank you all for tuning in and joining with us on this cool winter evening as we've got a lot of hot action here.
Yeah,
quick steal and bucket.
Quick slip inside for an easy bucket. Can't give that up to start the second half.
That'll go back to a 15-point game, 34-19. Elk Rapids going for the shot here, no good.
Yeah, good ball movement, just a missed shot.
Max Ward gets the rebound. Kerfoot, just off the front. And that'll be coming up.
Over the back.
Yep.
Yeah, the whistle had blown, but I see they probably talked about it at halftime because Kerfoot, as soon as they got the rebound, he was sprinting back to get to that guy leaking down the court.
And there's foul number 3 on Max Ward. And it looks like Coach Ball is going to leave him out there for a little bit yet. Around we go, Olken in here. Kerfoot providing to be working hard against him. Gavin Grundon all the way in.
Yeah, bad position. Yeah, you don't need to slap him from behind and give up an and one. And 4 quick points for Morgan Slake.
Yep. That'll be the first foul on Kerfoot here. Kerfoot for the and one. I apologize. That's Slick for the and one. Kerfoot got the foul. Kingsford got the ball back. Elk Rapids tipped it away.
Deflection,
Kingsford
reset.
Gets it back. Play-by-play at the minimum. Jack Kriegel back over to Grondin. And Inside now to Slick as he spins around, dumps it off, and a couple more points. That time provided by Kriegel.
Especially if you're going to help. Everyone's got to learn to help and recover. That means you got to cut off all the short passes and then recover once a pass does get made, and nobody recovered.
Max Ward fighting for it here, gets the steal away from Kriegel.
We talked about the one-handed hook pass the other night.
We did. And this is a team you cannot do those against.
Nice
But
hesitation on the way up. Nice shot by Max.
They make it work there. Ward fighting for his time on the floor. Three
Her
fouls
foot looks
for
like
him.
he's hobbling a little bit.
And Slick there goes down on the floor. Not able to get the pass. Back the other way for the Elks. And we've got some more perspiration here on the floor.
Might have been just that trip down the floor. He seems to be all right.
Mm-hmm. A 17-point game, 38-21. Kingsford still outpacing Elk Rapids by a fair margin. Max Ward brings it back across. Wide open three shot, no good, just a little bit long. Keegan Connerman not able to connect there. The travel call before the pass from Slick.
Probably thinking those steps are a little too big after the second step to get up there and make that pass.
Mm-hmm. And that young man can take some big steps. I call him young man, and yet he just looks older than I am.
Well, you're all young to me, so.
Well, that's true. Flutie getting that one.
Almost another roller.
Yep. Just not able to take a lucky bounce.
Oh, good active hands. He almost got away with it. I don't know if that was bargaining.
I'm guessing it was, but I really didn't see the foul there. And it will be on Bargy. His first. 5:47 here in the third.
And again, and maybe he did get all ball, but if you're not in a position to see where that is and you're throwing hands in, you're giving him an excuse to make a call.
Of course, we're looking above the action too.
Yes, sir. Yeah, easy call there. He was up. He was up before. Slick even went up.
There was no mistaking that foul. Bargy put all of himself on top of Slick.
Yeah, he earned all of that foul.
Yep.
Another thing, too, when you've got a fast, athletic team that likes to run up and down the court really fast and try to get quick shots off, is you don't get too many free throws by those teams. As he's taken 3 in this period, and those were the first 3 free throws since they had 1 in the first period.
Wow. Saving grace here for Elk Rapids is Kingsford has not had much success from the free throw line either. 0 for 4 there.
1 for 4 on the night.
1 for 4, I apologize.
Yeah, the issue is Elk Rapids hasn't made a free throw. They are 0 for 4.
Up and away. Kerfoot not able to get that one to fall in. Another missed opportunity here. 38-21 remains the score.
See how Grondin sets up. He hasn't scored yet this period, and see what they're going to run for a set.
Around we go to Grondin. Another open 3. Geez, old Pete, that kid is hotter than a $2 pistol.
Looks like a timeout by Elk Rapids.
Yep. The biggest lead that we've seen from both games so far tonight, 20 points, 41-21. So if you're Kevin Ball, you're down 20 points, have not been able to find an answer on either side of the ball for Kingsford. What are you trying to tell your kids right now?
I'm telling them the same thing that we just talked about at halftime, too.
Yeah.
It's just, you just got to keep plugging away, guys. You got to keep plugging away. Yes, I know it's 20 points. There's still a lot of time left. Keep plugging away. You never know what's going to happen. We've got to be efficient out of the offensive end, and we've still got to make sure we're getting back and keep your spacing on defense. Now you just watched Grondin hit a 3 from, a few feet behind the arc.
Yeah.
So, again, keep enough spacing to where you've got your arm and maybe 6 to 12 inches, but as soon as you see him collect to go up for that shot, you're up like this in his face. You're just standing straight up with a hand straight up in his face, and you're also possibly getting a deflection of that ball.
So the Elks have another chance here, trying to bring themselves a little bit closer into this game.
Bargy did a great job of setting up.
Flutie inside to Bargy, though. Oh, geez, beats two straight missed for him. Gavin Trevelyan.
Good effort. He just got to keep working on it.
Yep. Back to Kriegel, and now to Grondin inside to Slick. He steps back up to the top of the arc. And off to Grondin, floats up another three. That one falls well short. Bargy there to get the rebound. Oh.
Yeah, we got to make sure we're communicating and making the right decisions, too. It's pretty quiet. The only thing I'm hearing is the student section right now.
And Kingsford makes the Elks pay for that miss. Stanfest trying to get that one inside to Bargy, fighting for it. Floats that one up and away, no good, off the heel. Back into the hands of Cotterman. Kerfoot there on a nice bat to him. A high pass well over the head of Flutie.
He had Bargy looking to set a screen for him. Instead of going for the screen, he decided to go away from it. Got caught in a double team, and we talked about skip passes already tonight, too. Yeah. Especially the first half of this game against Kingsford. He tried to throw a skip pass. They were going to run underneath it every time, or it had to go from the corner all the way over to the swing, and it was too hard.
Mm-hmm. Elk Rapids being outmatched right now by Kingsford. Kriegel, another bounce pass and 2 points, and the foul collected up by Grondin.
You get caught again if you're not enough spacing where you can see your man and the ball. You get caught ball watching, and all you have to do is turn your shoulder, and Grondin's behind you looking for that backdoor cut.
So that'll be the first foul for Luke Wolgamont. Just came in a moment ago. 3:33 to go in the third. Lots of threes as number 3, Stanfest, has control of the ball right now, working against Kriegel with all he can. Finally finds Cannon. Back over to Flutie. He works the baseline, another errant pass back to the Flippers.
You can see him coming baseline. He just wasn't in the right position for that pass.
Bring another replay on here.
Yeah, we were showing the replay with Flutie playing defense, and again, once he turned to look at that ball, Grondin knew he wasn't looking at him, and immediate reaction was the backdoor cut and get that pass for a bucket. Here we're getting a backdoor cut again by Grondin.
Yep. Sundquist there on the assist, and Kingsford starting to open up a big can here. 48-21's the score. Another missed opportunity by Flutie. A little bit too much for him to handle. Back around we go. Fighting for it is Flutie once again. Comes away with the break cup. And Elk Rapids takes it back. Bat away there by Buckley. Keeps the ball with the Elks.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure that wasn't deflected off an Elk, but Elk Rapids keep possession nonetheless. Is Gavin Grondin going to get a breather for Kingsford?
Mm-hmm. Back in. Trevelyan.
8 points this period for him.
Caden Flicker also in now for the Elks. Wolgamont back to Ward, who has 3 fouls so far this evening. Looking for somebody. We find Stanfest floats one up just short once again. Elk Rapids not able to get anything to connect so far.
Yeah, and like you were just seeing, it's one dribble, usually not 2, and they're looking for that outlet pass or looking to get it down the court even deeper. They don't like to play dribble contests.
Stanfest finally
nice
connects.
3.
Only the 5th point scored by the Elks so far this evening. Or I'm sorry, this half. 48-24 is the score. This third period has felt like an entire evening, though. It has gone on for a while.
It's been a great night.
Mm-hmm.
2 basketball games. Who could ask for more? Maybe a third game?
I was just going to say, you could ask for 3.
We're going to get 2 more tomorrow.
That's right. And we'll be here for them. First game's at noon, ladies and gentlemen. Kegel just not able to get that one to go in either. 48-24 remains the score. Minute 24 to go in the third.
And if it stays this way, both matchups will be fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Both both sets of teams may be finding a little bit more in their skill set.
Yes.
Trevelyan powers up, no good. Sundquist there on the rebound, not able to get that to fall in either. Schlicker there to pick it up. You got Schlicker on one side and Slick on the other. And there's the big, whoa, lucky timeout by Ball. Wow.
Yep.
Whew. I thought that had charge written all over it.
Ball was lucky timing on that one, yeah.
Yeah. Ball was on the ball with that timeout call.
So you're going to get to a point. I mean, you still got a whole another period to go, and they could, you know, if you're Elk Rapids again, it's 24 points.
Yep.
Again, just stick with what you're doing. It's 24 points. It doesn't, even with a period to go. From me, it doesn't seem like it's quite in the cards to win this game tonight. But there's still, this is a great opponent to improve and work on things and get some other kids some possible time against a high-quality opponent like this, too. And so use this as an experience to make yourself better for the rest of the season and also to prepare yourself for tomorrow, possibly. The way it looks right now, you're going to play St. Francis. And if you can up your game and run a little bit like Kingsford can a little bit,
yeah.
You can see St. Francis have problems running up and down for at times also. So take what you can from this game for the rest of the game. Work on your stuff. Don't lose your composure. That's the big thing. Play hard. Play till triple zeros. Improve on what you can. And tomorrow's a new day.
That's right. Tomorrow's a new day filled with two excellent games by the looks of it. I mean, these two teams more equally matched to bring out a lot of fireworks in our two games tomorrow. Of course, it'll be a former LMC matchup between Elk Rapids and St. Francis, which these two teams close together always provides lots and lots of excitement. So Max Ward taking this one in, draws the foul coming up here.
Good job on the take, getting the foul.
That'll go against Owen Okinen there, his first. Elk Rapids with 5 so far in this period. Yikes. Okay.
Still over on the night for Elk Rapids from the line.
Mm-hmm. Coach Ball and Coach Finnegan. Some free throw line work to go.
Bring it
there
in.
We go. Ward makes the first free throw. 45-28, 23-point differential, 31 seconds to go in the third. Buckley gets that one off to Olkinen. Trevelyan here. Oh, we got a coach cap moment coming up here.
I think Charles was wanting one a little while ago, so I figured I'd get ahead of him.
Okay. And that'll be a great segue to go into our third quarter break.
Nice dump down on the opposite side. He knew he was supposed to be there, too. That's good coaching, too.
Nice block by Schlicker. He's got a half second to put it up, and no good. Got a tip on it there from a Fliver. So we're going to flitter back over here to our coach cam here in just a moment. Coach Eric.
Yeah,
Huffman.
I'm just filling in my scorebook, guys. Give me 1 second. All right.
Taking care of his coaching duties. All right, here we go. Bringing in the coach cam. Oh, no. Charles wants another commercial.
Unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
All righty, a real quick coach cam moment here with Coach Huffman.
Yeah, quick timeout, obviously. And we want to generate some offense. So, again, let's do another quick hit play real quick. Just a basic 1-4 setup. Let's come over here and see how I always have the guy dribble instead of passing it from here. You get that long pass, and you're going to have a defender come in and deflect it. So dribble over, get the pass here. Flash down, see if you can't get him going in for a bucket. This one will flash over. See if you can't get him from here, turn and face. Maybe you can reverse your pivot and go this way. And at the same time, this opposite guard's going to cut backside. You might have a backside dump off. if you don't have anything with these two. And back to action. There's more to that, but your first couple passes and cuts should give you a shot anyway.
And a travel coming up here on the Elks. Their hoofs went a few too many trots here.
Yeah, on that 1-4, if you reverse the ball, your post diagonal cut to the other side, you can get a backside pass down by the opposite block.
Got Slick in here. Most of the starting 5 for Kingsford, probably in for their final couple of minutes here in this game. Just Grondin gets that one off to Okinen. No good on the 3 ball.
Yeah, I was curious what Kingsford would do with their bench tonight because they got a full staff of 15 players.
Yeah. And a big reach around there and grab from, I'm guessing that was Bargy. Nope, that'll be against Mason Cannon. Yep. Slick here working against Bargy.
Ooh.
Hey, that was a lot of ball there. I saw Bargy's hand on.
He's saying he hit him up top, but
okay.
Looked like a good effort for a block. 3 on Bargy. No sense sitting him. Keep him out there.
Can't carry fouls over to the next game. Jack Kriegel coming back in now. Replacing Buckley. So, both teams struggling from the free throw line. Bargy gets that one finally. Pass up court to Cannon. Back over to Stanfest now.
Good pass.
Yeah,
good look at a shot. Ooh,
short again. Not quite enough there in the follow-through part of your 3 Fs there, Eric. He's been short on a couple 3-point attempts now. I'm picking up.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good help by Bargy on the cut or on the drive.
Slick back to Trevelyan, tip there, and back into the hands of Kriegel, all the way to the other corner. No good from Okinen. Elk Rapids finally comes away with the rebound. 6.5 minutes to go, just under in the game.
Another good rebound by Wyatt.
Yep.
Get in front, make him make a decision.
Well, he got in front, but kept sailing right on by. A lot of speed there between those two.
Yeah, take an angle, beat into a spot, and either he's going to go over you and get a charge, or he's going to have to get rid of it. Maybe you've got defenders coming to help. It's that old 3-on-2, 2-on-1 drill
Ward
that
to
you do in
Bargy,
practice.
fights for it, draws the foul. Bargy, 2 at the free throw line. There
It
we
is,
go.
and it is, 25 points right now. Nice to see. Student section still here, putting their arms up on the free throws. The rest of the fans, nobody's left from the Elk Rapids crowd. Everybody from Elk Rapids putting in the work until it's 0-0s.
Including 2 for 2 from the line there. First time, I think, all game between both teams we've seen a player go 2 for 2 at the line.
Correct. We had a couple of and ones.
Yep.
But, yes, first 2 for 2.
23-point, 50-27 game. Kriegel. Okay.
Probably something down low. I didn't see what was going on. I'm going to try to find him right now and see what was going on.
That was against Morgan Slick, whatever happened there. Oh, okay.
Looks like a hook and hold.
Yep. Well, the rest of the Elks here have another chance to bring it back within 20, maybe.
Wow, they're going to tighten this up a little bit. Not letting Kingsford play in their shorts, so to speak. A little quick body check gets them a foul.
Gotta love the terms of basketball. Whoa. Buckley there, really trying to get his hand into things.
Yeah, Flutie tried the old quarterback pass and one-armed it from out of bounds, and the deflection gives it back to Kingsford.
It's been kind of the specialty with this Elks team so far. A lot of one-handed passes tonight has not quite gone their way, to say the least.
He is a quarterback, just the wrong sport tonight.
5:15 to go in the game. Speaking of 15, that's Buckley. And
good hustle by Flutie. Yeah,
yep.
nice job.
Makes up for the errant pass here a
moment
moment
some
ago.
Good spacing. Oh, no. Lost the handle, double dribble.
Yep.
Go as fast as you're capable.
If you're Coach Ball right now, what's like the biggest thing that you would take away from this game, something to work on against a high-scoring opponent like this?
I would just take a couple of things at first. There are some things you need to take each player, break them down, and give them some individual things to work on defensively and offensively. But as far as the whole team, I think you just need to improve on what you're doing. Consistent offense and improving on your man-to-man defense. You rebound the ball pretty well and whatnot, but speed kills, and it's killed them tonight.
It's legal. A rare missed opportunity there. Slick. Cotterman gets that one off to Bargy. We haven't seen him score much so far in the second half. Has an opportunity here. That one goes off the side of the
mismatch,
backboard.
went up nice and strong. Yeah, just wasn't able to make it.
Nope. The final 4 minutes of this game. Buckley takes that one in, delivers, and picks up the and one.
Yep, good job by Coach. It's under 4 minutes now. Yeah, let's get certain players out of the game. Get your bench players some minutes for the rest. Get them some experience. Looks like Kingsford will start doing the same thing too.
Each team with big games tomorrow. Excuse me. There was a voice crack and a half. Less than 16 hours from now. Buckley.
And again, nothing changes. You still got to go out there. You got to communicate. You got to play tough.
Gets that one in, back to a 25-point, 53-27 game. And another errant pass here between Flutie and Wolgamott this time. Groden. Still in here from the starting five. That's Alexander Erickson.
Next time Elk Rapids scrimmages during practice.
No good there on the three ball from Gronin. Just a little bit too much mustard on that one.
Next time they practice, what they could do to help themselves as far as making better decisions and make sure they're watching everything going on is the team they're scrimmaging, or if it's the second crew, they should be going 5 against 6.
Oh, interesting. Makes sense. Her foot to Wolgamott. Okay, a lackadaisical pass there. Grondin just
good job by Grondin. Just to take the nice, easy layup. Yep. Timeout.
That was called by the Flivers.
Yeah, I think they're looking to get. Yeah, I think they're looking to get Grondin off the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a quick sub and talk some strategy with the second crew and make sure they're playing good, clean basketball. No extracurriculars, nothing out of the ordinary. Same thing for both teams. Try to get to we got 3 minutes left to see if we can get some scores. I know Charles is looking at Mr. Gavin Grondin for 19 for Grondin tonight so far. High scorer for Kingsford. 2, 4, 6, 8. Looks like 10 for Bargy. Going to lead the way for Elk Rapids right now.
Okay. 10 of the Elk Rapids, 27. Not too bad for the big man down there in the paint. Oh my God, I heard that smack up here from Jake Moore.
Scrape him off the floor, start over.
Yeesh. That'll feel that in the morning. Ward's still in. Has not picked up a foul since the 3 that he had. Mostly in the first half there. He gets it off to Kerfoot. Wolgamott 2:37 and counting to go in this game. Moore spins around, puts it up, not able to get it to fall in, but draws yet another
It's kind of
foul.
set up too. Good job by both teams. The starters or your minute players that are still out there playing against starters or minute players and not just taking advantage of somebody that just came off the bench. So to get some good quality minutes out there.
Moore looking to add his name to the tally tonight. Gets the first one in. Mason Cannon coming back in, giving Flutie a rest there.
Dead quiet on that free throw.
Yeah, you could have heard a pin drop from the other side of the gymnasium. It probably messes with the players had a little bit having just such dead silence trying to make a shot in. Buckley tries to get that one to Erickson.
Good help defense by Kerfoot. They went and doubled the drive, and the Kerfoot went and slid into the big man that was wide open, and ended up being knocked out of bounds.
2:16 to go. 27 points separates these two teams. Max Ward trying to get the Elks north of 30 here. 2:05 now as he works to the baseline, gets it back up top to Wolgamott. Around to Kerfoot now. He'll try his hand at things, just a little bit underpowered there. Hits the floor hard. Comes back even harder, though, on the run. You can tell he's fired up. But there's 2 for Alexander Erickson.
Wow, tipped it with the right hand, caught it, and then in nice and easy with the left. Pretty. Nice little pirouette by the big fella.
He's got to be north of 6'6" out there. Looks to be the tallest person out there on the floor.
Well, he's easily 2 of me, so I don't know.
It's fair.
"30-second timeout, apparently. Nice.
Yeah. Yep, those UP boys are well fed, that's for sure. Tall and strong. Minute 45 here.
Let's post Wolgamott out on the big fella and see what he can do.
Yeah. Well, another steal coming up for the Flivers, although it gets knocked away there momentarily. That was Sid Olson who got it back to the Fliver side of the court. It'll be Owen Edwards on the inbound. Back to Sundquist and around to Olson once more. And there's
Double
a travel. Double dribble upon it.
Yeah, he picked it up and put it right back down. Jake Moore looks a little hobbled. Looks like he's going to tough out this last minute and a half.
Well, he took a big smack there on the floor just a moment ago. You can still see some of his jersey
Yeah, good.
down
He was
there.
set up. Yep, give him the ball. He did his work to get posted up. Let him make the decision. Ooh.
And another turnover. Yep. Max Ward just couldn't quite get his fingertips
Yeah, but
on
when your big guys go down and post up and they bang and they get in position on that block, and that's where you want your offense set up for him, is down on that block. So when he's got his legs bent and he's all set, feed that big fella and let him go to work. Get yourself in position for a kick out, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he could have taken a charge there, set his feet. He'd have had one easily.
Just under 60 seconds to go before we call it a wrap on this game and this night. Ooh. Yeah, we got Mr. Mullet, number 24, Andres Finley, coming in now. So that one will fall against Sid Olson, his second. Or first, I apologize, team's
I believe
fifth.
Elk Rapids is going to shoot. Yep.
Yep.
I had a mullet in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. It's hard to tell today, but
it's kind of getting long enough I could almost classify as one. I need to go see Grondon. Speaking of all the Grondons here on this team, go get a good trim. Beautiful job there by Kerfoot. Where was that all night? that, 2 for 2.
Nice job. And you were worried about 2 for 2. Elk Rapids serving up 2 of those tonight.
Yeah. Got to 30. 47 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, and again, we got 2 games coming tomorrow, 2 great matchups. I think both these teams are going to be evenly matched against each other. It should be fun to watch.
I know, I'm excited for it, that's for sure. Provides a lot of fun.
And in this awesome facility that we cannot talk good things enough about.
Especially an internet connection here with this broadcast. My goodness, the fastest we've ever seen. That's what happens when you get to announce in a multi-million-dollar facility. Compliments of Elk Rapids. Yeah, there you go.
Nice tough shot by Jake Moore.
Toughing this one out. Back to a 25-point, 57-32 game. That one will stick with the Flivers here. Owen Edwards, the last one there, and he'll be going to the inbounds. 14.5 seconds to go. Edwards once more. Working against his opposing number 5, Mac Ward. No good on the 3 ball.
Thought we were going to have Mullet for 3.
Hey, but a putback, though, from Matthew Sundquist. And that will take care of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Kingsford with a good, strong, hard-fought game here. 59-32, a big win over Elk Rapids. Continuing their win streak, going up to 6-0 now on the season. Will, any final thoughts here, Eric, before we, I think we're going to wrap things up.
Great night of action tonight. Enjoyed both games. The first game at St. Francis getting down early and making a comeback. I almost gave them a chance to tie it, possibly get the overtime or possibly win. And just wasn't able to do enough tonight. And then our second game with Elk Rapids and Kingsford. Kingsford, they're the real deal. I think they're, 6-0 now. Yeah, very fast, very athletic, and very deep with a full cast of 15 players. And again, going against Jackson tomorrow with their fast guards and their athleticism. I think we had one of the Jackson kids actually dunked one tonight or whatnot. So it should be fun to see the championship matchup as well as the old LMC matchup with Elk Rapids and Traverse City St. Francis. As you mentioned, lots of good games in the past with those 2 teams.
Oh, no doubt about it. We're happy to bring that one, both of those, to you here tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Right back here for the first annual Elk Rapids Invitational Tournament. But in the meantime, we're going to wrap things up here at Next Level Broadcasting. So for the 5 of us this evening, Sky Terry, Jessica Elkhorn, Charles Strail, Eric Huffman, and myself, Shane Smith, we thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. We'll be back in 13.5 hours. Stay tuned.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Business owner, you learn to wear a lot of hats. The custodian hat, the IT hat, and well, you should have called a professional hat. Auto Owners takes care of your business insurance, so you can take care of everything else. That's simple human sense.